And we should be live. Can y'all see me? Hello, everyone, and welcome. Sorry, we were supposed to be in New York at Melissa's, but however, we were having some technical difficulties, and we decided. So we're in Alabama this week. We'll be in New York next week. Yay. Welcome to the Yarny Fiber Hookers. We hope y'all are enjoying y'all Saturday. We need to go over to the other one and let everybody know to come over here.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Jeannie.
Veronica.
Veronica. Hi, Jen.
Oh my gosh.
They're probably all like, wait, the live never started.
Hey, Jen. Doris. Pastel. Welcome.
Welcome in, Jen. Welcome in, Doris. Welcome in, Pastel Dreams. How are y'all tonight?
Hi, HD.
Welcome in, Margaret. Welcome in, HD. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to find us over on this one.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we will get into our tools and accessories.
Woohoo!
Crochet and knitting. Hey, Leanne, how are you? Donna G, welcome in.
Okay.
Let me share it out so people know that we're actually over here.
Yeah, I just share already, and okay, there you go. Hey, Leanne, welcome in. Donna J, HD, Margaret, welcome. Okay. Just another stitches. Welcome in. How's everybody's doing? How's everybody's doing today? The plane, let me tell you something, everyone. The plane we supposed is taken to go to New York. It was broken. He said, no, ladies, we're not going New York. We're going to Alabama.
And we tried that plane so many times.
So I just got, just right here, 3 hours. So Melissa, she had to fly to New York to here to Alabama. So we're in Alabama today. Hey,
Sanjay. Hello, Connie. Welcome in.
Welcome, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we have fun, Doris. Oh, Leanne. And well, we have fun travel too, We're supposed to go to New York, we're going to New York.
So one of our engines went out on our plane.
Yeah.
And we had to land in Alabama.
That's okay. We'll be fly over to New York next week, right?
What's
Don't
everybody
forget thumbs up, guys. Yes.
Lord, we got a thumbs down already. Thank y'all for the thumbs down. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We had a special friend come by and give us a thumbs down. Woohoo! Yes. Yay! We love y'all too.
Yes.
Y'all are in that special category.
Yes. Oh, what's everybody's drinking today? Today I just got water and ice.
I got coffee.
Yeah, she got coffee. My coffee gonna be later. Drink it with my husband.
And we need to keep Elizabeth in our thoughts and prayers. She has lost her mom.
Oh no.
Yes. HD's drinking tea. What y'all have on y'all cook or needle?
Ooh. Yes.
Connie, I'm well. How are you?
Well, everybody's working now. Here in Georgia today, it was raining all day long.
Yay, Miss Debbie found us.
Miss
Yay.
Yay!
Debbie was a trooper. She was in New York, and then she was like nowhere, and now she's in Alabama.
Get the plane. Get the plane. Let's go to Alabama.
The plan.
Oh my gosh.
Pastel says she's making a basket.
Woohoo! Yay!
I've made quite a few baskets sitting back there.
Me too. You know, I had tutorial. I put it yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. About making you how you're making a really easy and quick basket too. So
Miss Donna, bless your Miss Debbie, sorry about that. Yeah, we were supposed to be in New York, but our plane had a malfunction that forced us to land in Alabama. So we'll be in New York next week.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, Jen, that's so cool.
Oh, Miss Jen, I'd like to see that. You're making a gripper for your crochet hook with the crazy loom rubber bands.
My daughter does so.
Send me a picture, Jane.
And Ms. Dar says what they do not realize is that a thumbs down is of the same value as thumbs up. It is considered an interaction, counts the same. Yes, it does. That's why we consider them our special friends. Yes. They're in a group of all on their own. They're special.
Yep. Mm-hmm. They're very special.
Yeah, Miss Jen, I'd like to see that.
Hello, Brenda.
Yes.
Hi, sweet Brenda, Wonder Woman.
My Wonder Woman. She's in the house. Thank you, Davy. Yeah. Hopefully you like it and you can make it one day. You know, the basket.
I can't wait to wash it and make it.
I'm gonna make one. I got the perfect yarn for it.
Yes. The most is the chunky yarn, and the side weight is you can make in the same thing. Well, if you like the colors like that, you have to get something in colors, you know, change the colors, you know.
Welcome really in, nice. Granny D.
Hey, Granny D.
Hey, Granny D.
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome in. No, you didn't miss us. We actually just went live. We had some airplane issues because we were supposed to be in New York, and we had to make a emergency landing in Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah. Georgia had to stop in there in Alabama.
Miss Debbie said, "Did we lose Linda?" No. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Hey, is Ursula here?
Wait a minute.
But she got the cowbell. What if Brenda said your bell's weak?
Ursula, you must be thinking about me in your sleep, darling, because I can't find the cowbell.
But I have my little bitty tiny. There you go.
And I just had my cowbell.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it was sitting right there.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, we don't have it.
Everyone excited to see what we're going to show today? Give me a thumbs up. Just comments. What do you know, are you ready? Because I think we are ready.
Brenda want to see the cowbell. She told me I better find it. You put that little thing up.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Bev.
Hi, Diva. Welcome in. Donna J. Everybody's ready. Woohoo.
Y'all excuse me while I look for the cowbell.
Yes, guys, don't forget thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, please. Don't forget it.
I had it sitting there and I put my Swift down there.
Oh, okay, Jane. I'll check it out.
Oh, the rubber thing that she made with the
yes.
I'm going to end up painting it hot pink.
Ooh.
Just for Veronica and so I can spot it.
I'll show you your picture, Jane, in a minute, okay? It looked amazing. Wow.
Huh? Oh, you're talking about Jen?
Yeah, Jane. Jane. Right. Yeah, she's trying looking for the huge bill. I'm just saying, right here, that's mine.
You don't make Ursula up with that though, huh?
No, what happened? What happened? That is red, not pink. Yes, I see Jane. I see this is a red, blue, and white.
And I cleaned my room up last night, and I found it.
Oh gosh, you find it.
It's right there. Come here, bro. Granny, keep untangling the ball.
Hey, Maribel. Welcome
Maribel,
in, my queen,
welcome
Maribel. Woohoo! Yes.
Yeah, it's actually I got it from Tractor Supply. It's like that rustic brown, but it works.
It worked. There you go.
But I'm gonna get some pink paint and paint it pink.
Oh, so
if you want to hear the cowbell,
you bet you know what to do. Exactly. So we're going to start with our special guest, and okay, everyone. Well, Jeannie, you and your house.
Everyone, let's welcome Miss Linda Simpson in the building.
Woohoo!
Hi. Hi,
so she can get off and go to bed.
Yes.
So sorry, Linda.
Yay!
The
some pom-poms.
Hi, guys.
Not Melissa.
That's my pom-pom. Yeah, there.
So, you want to share Linda Simpson the picture only for her, so she can explain what the tools and there, and
For knitting, do you want me to do the knitting?
You can show your tool right now, Linda. What do you have right now? And
okay, so I'll do the knitting first, and then I'll go on to the crochet. Okay, so I have a notions bag. Do you recognize it?
Yes.
So in my knitting notions bag, I have knitting stitch markers. Which
you want to put her solo, Jeannie?
Yeah, hold on just a second.
Thank you. Okay, there we go, Linda.
Okay, so I've got stitch markers, which are totally different to the
regular crochet
ones. The ones we use for the crochet. I have circular needle.
Ooh.
Which is Knit Pro. I have a little tapestry needle holder that has got a couple of different sizes of tapestry needles.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
I have some stoppers to put on the end of my knitting needles to prevent my stitches from coming off my needles when I put them away.
Okay.
A tape measure.
Ooh.
Scissors. Row counter.
Okay.
Cable needles. 2 different types. I have the straight one and I have the curved one as well.
Okay.
And then I have some when I'm separating to do the neckline, you put one side on a stitch holder.
Yeah.
You work one side. So I have a couple of them. And
I learned something new. I have a couple of those and didn't know what they were for.
And more importantly, I have a crochet hook for if I drop stitches. So that is what it's in my notions bag for my knitting. Now I'll show you.
Wow.
So this is my bag of knitting needles.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I've had this
Ooh. Winnie the Pooh.
about 30 odd years, 30, maybe 40 years. This is this bag.
Ooh.
Linda, did you have other device open on you?
No,
Because,
I don't.
no. Okay. Okay.
No. And then I have an assortment of knitting needles.
Oh,
So
wow.
I have bamboo, which are my favourites. So I have all the different sizes from the small to the large of knitting needles.
Wow.
I have, these are not metal, these are kind of like a synthetic bone. These are the big needles. These are 15 millimeter. And I also have my metal, an assortment of different metal needles as well in many, many sizes. And these are a different set and that. So they're my knitting needles. I have got an assortment of circular needles, but they're upstairs. And I daren't go upstairs because hubby's asleep. So that's my knitting. For my crocheting, I've got the, you know, I'm a big fan of Clover. So I've got this case for all my Clover. So they're the smallest, working my way up. And these are my bigger hooks.
Oh.
Nice.
Then I have this container full of an assortment of different stitch markers. Because my good stitch markers are on my Jeannie's stitch marker holder, which are upstairs. And I've got this little ring, and I'm not sure if you can see, it's got a blade in it.
Yes, yes.
To when you're traveling in you. So I always keep that in there. And in my little notions bag, I have a very small crochet hook, which I use for beads. Oh, what do I keep my needles in? My knitting needles. I keep them in this big bag. This is what all my needles are kept in. And I think
It's a nice bag.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I think I got that. I think I've had it about 40 years, and I must have got it from a local yarn shop. So I have a crochet, a very fine crochet hook for beads. If I want to use beads, a pair of scissors. I've got a tape measure, a crochet hook for the work that I'm working on. I've taken this down from one of my projects. So, and I always I have a different notions bag for different projects, just to keep everything in. So I've got, different, and then I have a tube of different
needles.
Hooks, and that's all I have in my notions. So for each project, I have a separate notions bag.
Okay.
So I think that's everything.
That is mostly the all the tools you use for both for crochet and knitting, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously my knitting at the moment, because I'm doing the knit along, the Ashton shawl, I've got my beads in there as well. So my knitting bag is holds more than what my crocheting holds. So kind of but I do like to have a notions bag for every I do have a notions bag for every project that I do. I just find it's easier because they're in separate baskets, and I'm not transferring one notions bag to another and losing the hook and that, and if I go away, what I do, if I'm traveling and I'm taking this, what I do is I take a handful of my stitch markers out and just pop them in here, so I'm not carrying this around as well.
So Linda, what yarn did you recommend then more for knitting? Like you say, okay, this is yarn is perfect for knitting. Like, and I'm going to say like any project, but something like a shawl, like a you've been doing right now, the shawl. What yarn do you really recommend it for knitting?
For all yarn.
Or you like it? What it was did you like
what
more?
I like.
Yes.
For shawls, I do like the finger weight or a lace weight. And on the bands, they usually. Let me just show you. This. Like this is just an example, guys.
Yeah.
So this is a one weight. This is a lace weight.
Okay.
Okay. So I am using for this poncho that I'm crocheting. I'm using a 5mm hook because I want the drape, and this recommends for crochet hook a 3.5. I tried it with a 4, but it was too tight.
Yeah.
I frogged it all the way back to the beginning and started again on a 5. And as you can see, the drape is really, really nice.
It's perfect. Yeah. Yes.
It's just trial and error, really. Some yarns work up well on like for if I was using a DK weight, which is a 3 weight. And I wanted the drape, like DK always recommends a 4. I would use a 5, which is what I'm using for my shawl.
Okay.
Not for my shawl. And for this one, actually, I'm using a 5. But it all depends. For chunky, I always like to go up a size bigger.
So that's okay.
For me, because my tension is quite tight as well.
Okay.
So
Jenny, can you put her down and add the solo?
Sure.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's really. I mean, I really learn. I want to learn, so that's what I'm asking you questions because for crochet, you have some in a specific yarn for some different hooks. Like this hook that's perfect for this yarn. Maybe your needles, some needles you use is perfect for some kind of yarn. That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
No. I mean, it works the same for crochet as it does for knitting as it does for crochet. Kind of, you wouldn't use a 2.5 crochet hook for chunky yarn, or 2.5 knitting needles for chunky yarn, because it would just be a disaster.
Right.
Yes.
The same principle works for knitting needles as it does for crocheting when coming to yarn. And everybody uses, kind of, some people. So for example, say I'm doing something in DK and the yarn says it's 4, but my knitting is really tight.
Yes.
So I will go up a needle size. And if I was a loose knitter, I would go down a needle size. So if it says a 4, I would try a 3.5, or even a 3, which is why when you're knitting, doing a swatch is so important. Especially when you were making a wearable, because obviously we're all different sizes, and that. So a swatch while knitting is very, very important.
Yeah. So HD, she in her comment she said about the needle kit, 64 pieces for beginning. For beginning is perfect. What is your opinion about, like, if someone want to start knitting?
Yeah, for starting, I would recommend for a beginner to try with weight list. With a 4mm needle, you can swatch. On each yarn, every yarn, it gives you kind of it says for this one, for example, it says 10 by 10 centimeters, which is 4 inches by 4 inches. You knit 28, cast on 28 stitches and do 38 rows. So, and by doing that, it should measure 4 by 4. It should measure 4 by 4, like what you discussed last week when you with your different yarn size.
Yes.
Different crochet hooks with the yarn. You do exactly the same with your yarn. That helps you to then know whether you're a tight knitter. If you're, it comes out 4 by, and it's supposed to be 28 stitches by 38 rows, should measure 4 by 4. If you have done, use the correct needles, what it says on the ball band and that, and it's coming out at 3.5 by 3.5, then you are a tight knitter and you need to go up a hook size. If it comes out at 4.5 or 5, you need to use a smaller knitting needle. And it's the same principle in crocheting as well.
Okay.
So even though I'm using 2 needles and you're using 1 needle, the principle is still the same.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is
the only difference is I'm using 2 needles and you're using the 1.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, there's really no. Anyone in the chat have a question for Linda? Guys, please do it to her. Oh,
Go on, Miss Jeannie.
Do you have particular knitting needles that you prefer to use, like when crocheting with kiting versus superwash merino wool versus acrylic, such as metal, bamboo, plastic?
I like to work with bamboo. I mean, when I first started all those years ago, there were only ever metal needles. So I mean, everybody knows my dad taught me to knit. So I only ever used metal knitting needles, and then the bamboo needles came out, and I bought the full set, and I find them easier on my hand, even though I crochet left-handed. I'm right-handed, so I just find that the bamboo needles work with all types of yarn, Jeannie. They're just really nice and smooth, and they're like the the Knit Pro circular. You can get Knit Pro circular needles that have got the metal, but I prefer the Knit Pro, which are the Symphony ones, which are not metal, which are a bit similar to the bamboo, and they're much nicer, and they're easier. They don't make my hands ache, and it's the same with crochet hooks. When I was taught, you all know that I was taught doing the the doilies, the lace work. I did lace work before I joined, so they were all metal needles. And then when I joined the fibre community in November last year, I got some of the cheap ones off the full set off Amazon. I think the cheap set that you get you get a notions bag and you get everything with it, and I found they were better. And then I learned all about the Clover Hooks. So I bought one Clover Hook, the number 4 because that's that's one I use the most. And I really, really liked it. It was ergonomically. I just found I crochet a bit faster, and I enjoyed the experience. And you know, with the if I get the big one out, I kind of, you know, the it's just really nice on my hands. I mean, I suppose I'm classed as a knife holder, but I don't hold it like a knife. I don't hold my hook like that. I hold it more like a flute.
Like this.
Yeah. I can't crochet like a pen. I can't do that. But,
Okay.
and you know, and I just found it so much nicer on my hand. And my hand, I could crochet. Well, I do crochet all day. I crochet all day, and my hands don't ache at all. But if I use a metal hook all day, I couldn't do it all day. I just couldn't. It absolutely creases my hands, makes my hands ache. Whereas the ergonomic ones. So when I obviously I've learned so much in the 10 months I've been crocheting with yarn that it's just I can't rate these high enough for me personally. I mean,
So
I use your hook. You know, your hook that you sent.
yeah, but you not even share the secret, right?
Oh
You
no,
no, don't. Shh. I'm telling you, not share the secret because I'm just telling you what you put the button,
Linda button
and
stays between me and Linda.
there we go. Not even to Ursula.
So yeah, you know, and I kind of.
So I didn't know that you use a
used,
crochet
you know,
hook
I've
when you drop
used.
a stitch.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I said I thought it was interesting because I don't knit, but you said that you carry a crochet hook so that if you drop a stitch,
yeah, I can pick
so you can use a
up.
crochet hook to pick up the stitches you drop.
Yeah, so that I don't have to frog it all the way down to where I've dropped the stitch. I can just hook it up.
I hadn't even. Okay,
I'm
what is
like,
it? Yeah.
What the heck
but
is that?
but you know, but that's good to know.
I
You
tell you
know,
what, if you started knitting V, you would need your crochet hook.
God.
No, but I
Right,
kind
I
of yeah. So for me personally, I really enjoy working with the Clover, and even though, you know, I've used Brenda's hooks as well, and I've used your hook, and I because I find it really nice and cool. On it, it doesn't make my hands sweat. I mean, these ones don't make my hands sweat either, but some hooks do. I don't know about anybody else. You after a while your hands get sweaty. I've never ever trouble. I mean, when I used Brenda's for the first time, I couldn't get over how cool it felt in my hand. It was, even after using it after a while, it was still quite cool, and the same with yours as well, V. It was so cool, you know, and the speed that I crochet anyway, you know, kind of, it's like
I think when you
Right.
more get, I think when you get more crochet, more used to crochet, more been making a lot of designs. I think that's like you can go more practice to
yeah,
find
and
your
this,
own way to hold the hook and the yarn and working. You know, I think that's
Or if it's a specific project you've been working on for a while, you like, because you're so used to just doing it, it's mindless. You just
exactly.
and it's funny you mentioned that, Linda, because this is one that I got from Brenda. And I was so excited. I used it so much in one day that the heat from my hand caused the glaze that she put on it to bubble.
Really?
And it peeled off.
Wow.
But I'm going to put another coat on there. Now, all the rest of them, no problem. I don't know.
Working
It
it.
was something with my
That-
heat that day, my body chemistry that day, and the glaze that she put over it that caused it to bubble and peel. But when I tell you, it's fine without it because it is very smooth.
Yeah, yeah. And I kind of I know, and I kind of knit, and it's funny because even with the crochet hooks, like we've got the pencil grip and the knife hold, well, not a grip, a pencil hold and a knife hold. It's the same with knitting needles. I hold my knitting needles. I know they're two different knitting needles. I hold my knitting needles like that.
Okay.
And so I've always got
And working. So how there's the other way?
and some people
I mean other people. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but some people hold their knitting needles like that and knit like that. So kind of Kim just mentioned it, and she said, you hold your knitting needles different, and I never think of it as different ways because that's the way I was taught and that's the way I've always done it.
Yes,
yes. But if I crochet with my right hand, when I crochet with my left hand,
I would hold mine like that too.
Yes.
I do have an actual pair of knitting needles, Miss Linda.
I have purple ones, I think. Yeah.
Maybe one.
But I didn't know that there's like a knife and a pencil hold for knitting as well.
I hold mine like this.
Yeah, yeah. So I forgot my train of thought then. What was I saying?
Sorry.
You said about the holding the needle.
So even in knitting there are different, people hold their knife. Oh, I know what I was saying. So when I'm crocheting, let me just get this out. So when I'm crocheting, I've got my, hand here, and I have my yarn in my left hand, in my right hand. But when I crochet with my right hand, I hold my crochet hook like a knitting needle.
Wow.
Yeah. So
you can crochet either or right or left-handed?
Yes.
That's awesome.
A woman of many talents.
Exactly.
When you write, can you raise your hand too if you wanted to?
Oh, don't say that to me, gosh. so when I crochet with my right hand, my yarn is on my right hand as well, and I feed it that way. So even though when I my left hand, I always kind of crochet. When I crochet with my left hand, my yarn is in my right hand. So when I crochet with my right hand, my yarn is in my right hand.
So and you throw it over your hook?
I've seen that on Instagram. They were like
let me make you solo and you can show.
Like a trigger finger.
Let me just do something. Hold on. Let me just finish this. So say, sorry about that. So what I would do is, let me see. So I would have my yarn wrapped around that, and then wrap it round and
yep, like a
it's like a you like a needle, like a you knitting.
Yeah, so that's just so I've I would do it, use my right hand.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I tried to put my yarn in my left hand, but I just can't do it.
That's
funny that you're showing this right now, because earlier on Instagram I literally seen this lady making a pair of
I've done
shoes
2 stitches
the same way.
Yeah. Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. And see, I think that may be part of my problem with trying to learn to knit, because I want to hold my yarn in the left hand.
Yeah.
When I crochet, and when I knit, I hold my yarn in my left hand too. I have knitted a hat, I do know how to cast on. I do know how to do a knit stitch. I do know how to do a purl stitch. But that's it. I have
No,
knitted
no.
a hat.
But
But I
it's the
hold my
same.
yarn just like I do when I crochet.
Yeah, yeah.
And my
But
hook's
listen,
like this.
I'm
And
gonna
I
ask
don't
you.
throw. I crochet. I knit like I crochet.
Yeah,
If
so
that
we
makes sense.
I kind of throw it like I do when I'm knitting, and I still get the correct tension.
See, like,
I wonder
mean,
if there's
this.
a knitters like with people that knit, they also crochet because I'm telling you, I've seen that today. And I thought I was like watching it, like this lady was like her finger was going so fast with it, and I'm like, how is she? She's like with the hook and the yarn in the same hand.
It is amazing because I mean, that's my only way I do, and
I need my both
the
hands.
only thing I can't do, and many people they do, is get the yarn and do it like this on the finger.
Yeah, that's what I do.
My
Yeah,
mom, she always do that. As a mama, one day you're gonna lose your finger.
But
the
you
term
don't do
constructive.
it tight. You don't do it tight.
Well, I thought she was tired, but I just tell her, Mama, you one day you're gonna lose your
See
finger.
what you like. What you like.
Oh gosh. So Linda, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Um, your tools that you have, did you have a local store, or you order online, or where you get your tools for knitting and crochet
All right.
and yarn?
My yarn. Some I bought from my local yarn shop only recently because obviously we've been on lockdown.
Yeah.
A lot of it I bought online.
Okay.
Um, just through trial and error, kind of. I bought from Hobium Ice Yarn. I bought from Deramores here in the UK, Wool Warehouse here in the UK, Paul Ply Yarns, Vilrita, Plita, which is in Bulgaria. Vilriti is in oh gosh, Lithuania. So
Uh-huh.
I bought just trial and error, and kind of I've like narrowed it down to my favorites. Deramores, which is in the UK, I do order a bit from, but I think Hobie is my favorite place to order yarn.
Oh,
Wow.
very good.
Hobie. I mean, this is from Hobie, and
Yeah, the hobby. Yeah, I like hobby
they
too.
have good deals
Mm-hmm.
and
And
that.
a lot
So
of clearance.
yeah,
And some months they have good
yeah.
clearance. Yeah.
Wool Warehouse as well. They're good. They're here in the UK. They're good as well.
Ah.
I've
Now,
never.
did you recommend then what did you like more? Like you prefer, well, if we not in this pandemic, what did you prefer? Shopping at the store in your local store, or more shopping online? What did you really more recommend it for you?
For me, I would. I like to visit my yarn, my local yarn shop because they sell my favorite yarn of all time, which is
And you
Sheffield's.
can touch it, and you
I can
can.
touch it and feel it and
Yeah,
stitch
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and
That
I
is
guess
me.
it's
That
better than
is
that.
me. Yeah,
Mhm.
that is me. If I
You
order
see,
it online, go
here
ahead,
in the
go ahead.
UK,
Uh huh.
we've got Hobby Craft, which is similar to, I suppose, Hobby Lobby and Michael
Okay. Uh
Joann's,
huh.
but we don't have the variety of yarn here that you do.
Uh huh.
The local yarn shops do, and they can have the cheap yarn, and they have the expect right up to the expensive yarn, and the and then we've got kind of like the pound shop that has yarn, which I don't really like. So, you know, kind of, I think as I get more into it, I'm more looking for yarn that is that little bit more special. You know, it's okay paying £2 for a ball of yarn when you wash it and it kind of
Yeah.
pulls, and you know, so I'd rather about the same, I would say, Jen, about the same. If you can get kind of like Deramore sells shippers, and I get points and that. So sometimes I can get, if I've got a lot of points, like with Hobie, I have points, so I can get my yarn cheaper. You know,
Yes, you know, they started this year about the points, if I'm not wrong,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Because because I like to go and look and check the yarn and the prices and everything. And there was, what is this? And I just check and I said, oh, did you buy this? I said, wow, that's nice.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
That is nice.
Deramore
Yeah.
has the same point system as, so for every, for example, the way for every uh, 500 points you've got, you you get £5. It could be more, you
Oh.
just a figure that I'm thinking of off your order. You know,
Uh-huh.
you can claim your reward points, and if you fill in a survey, you get kind of like 100 points, which all adds up. So I kind of keep it, just let it build up, and then, you know, if I want the expensive line like shapiers, then I've got £5 off my order, which is, you know, which is nice, you know, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
absolutely.
You know, just save them up. So I do enjoy shopping at my local yarn, because they do have good sales on as well. You know, they have packs of, you know, really good, you know, decent yarn at
Yeah.
sale prices, and that. And but yeah, Shippy is hands down my favorite yarn.
I feel
Yeah.
like when
That's
you order online versus in the store too, which I, when I can, I love to order online as well. But sometimes I have gotten yarn in, and I'm like, it is not what I expected at all. It's like a little thin,
exactly.
like tiny,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah.
pants that you take as well.
Yeah, I kind of, I
Sometimes
think shopping online is a learning, well, it's been a learning curve for me, because obviously I've always bought mine at a local yarn shop, and obviously when I when I restarted my crochet journey, I could only shop online. Um, and I will admit, some yarns I've bought and I've not been happy with, they've not been soft.
yeah,
And I'm thinking, maybe not again. You know, and you
right.
just take that off as a learning curve. And I think, well, I'll use that for something else, maybe making baskets, joining, you know, 3 or 4 strands together to make a basket, because a basket doesn't matter if it's scratchy, if it's not
Right.
soft yarn,
Yes.
you know. So
Yeah.
it's just a learning experience. And I think you find, you know, kind of, I really love Derrimore's own studio yarn. That is the softest, nicest yarn. Their Aran is gorgeous. I've just made a cowl set with them to go with a hat. And I just really enjoy it. It's so soft, their own yarn. I love Jane Seabrett. Their yarn is nice. I made that chunky cardigan. Well, I knitted it. So, you know, sometimes it's shopping online. It's kind of a learning curve, and you get to know which is your favorite. And I kind of mark him. I have a little book that I mark where I've got the yarn from, and I you know, whether or not I will order from them again. And the answer's yes or no. You know,
Yeah,
and that, and it's just one of those things, isn't it? We all kind of, you know, especially during the pandemic, I think it's made us more aware of what is out there, actually. Instead of going
yeah,
to our local shops, the variety of yarn there is there is around, kind of like from Hobie and yeah,
And
It forced us out there.
I know. I kind of it's opened. I think it's opened our eyes to what is actually out there, what is available.
Mhm.
Instead of going, I'm not disrespecting Joanne's, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's, or Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Repetitive. It's always the same.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's always the same, but it's nice to get that.
Yeah.
Something different, isn't it? Something, that is.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Something that's just that little bit extra instead of buying cheap yarn, kind of even, and I'm not being disrespectful. I mean, it all depends on what we can afford. And I'm not knocking the cheaper yarns. Some of the cheaper yarns are far superior than the expensive yarns in some cases. I mean, I can't use wool, pure wool. I just cannot use it. It makes my hands swell. But this year I found out that I can use super merino and it doesn't affect my hands, which is kind of like, yay!
Yeah. No, but that's good to know. But that's that's what we just inviting you to hear. To you can share your experience in crochet and knitting. You can what did you like more like, because for me, I'm going to say, in my opinion, for me, I prefer go to my local store and get
every
the
day.
yarn every day.
Yeah.
Like today, I did today. I got more yarn today. No chancla, Linda.
No chancla today. Okay.
And Brenda, I'm gonna answer your question that you had in your video last night about the Happy Mail and more, where you said you don't know how V keeps finding all these good sales. It's because she goes every day to
Not
the
the
stores.
And not just one. You'll go to all 4 Dollar Trees within like a 40-mile radius. She goes to all her and more. I'm like, what?
Hands up, guys. If I had the opportunity,
Yeah.
or we here in the UK had a store like Joanne's, a store like Hobby Lobby, a store like Michael's, then
yeah.
I would go and shop. I mean, I love going to my local yarn shop and feeling and squishing and Rick says, "What are you doing?" and smelling it.
Yes.
What are you smelling the yarn on? I said,
hey,
you
leave
go
me alone.
You go smell the plants. I'm smelling yarn.
That is me. I mean, like
you have to smell it. You have to touch it.
That is me. Yes,
if you have that same opportunity, then yes, I would definitely, hands down, go and buy my yarn at a local yarn shop.
Yes.
But I can't. I've only got one local yarn shop near me.
And I think the area you live, Linda, is the same in Mexico, because in Mexico they don't have Hobby Lobby, they don't have Joann's, they don't have nothing in the store that I have in here, and we have the store that's selling yarn, but the yarn is totally different. There's just kind of like they have some just in a stock and in this particular yarn, but they don't have like a different choose. Like I use, I can get this or I can get that, but I understand, because I was living in Mexico and it was the same thing, and I agree with you. Like you like to more go to your local store and touch it and feeling the yarn, like a squishy the yarn, that is me. But right now I have the opportunity to, I can go and touch it. I prefer to go.
Yeah. I think
and get my yarn.
All of us
yes.
Yeah.
But and some people, they like more shopping online because they know how the shopping and online. I don't.
But I feel like even if you know how I like to go and see the colors and feel the softness, and it just, to me, it's like Christmas morning when I'm in a yarn store. Or,
It's like I'm in heaven.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, yeah.
So, kind of.
Sorry.
I mean, I want to, kind of, when we can go out without masks and go, when we get back to some kind of normality, where I do plan on exploring, searching for other local yarn shops. So, it's at the moment I can't because, I'm looking after my dad and I don't want to, I could go and find another shop and that, but, but I don't want to at the moment because I look after my dad and I don't want to put myself in that position where I could get COVID. Even though I've had the injections, I could still get COVID. So I don't want to put myself in that position. Whereas when I go to my local, it's and Rick says, "Oh, do you want to go out to you don't want to go to the local yarn?" I say, "No, not today," because I'm still very. I want to, but I'm still very dubious about doing it. Because, COVID is still out there, guys.
It's still very here.
It's not going away anytime soon.
No.
You just got to. And I think that has made me more wary of going to the shops as well, even though I do wear a mask,
but we still have to take care of ourselves, and no matter what, So I mean, and thinking about other people,
for me, because of Dad. So and my mum obviously as well. I go and see my mum. I mean, my mum and Dad are divorced, so I go and see my dad, and then I go and see my mum.
Yes,
So.
And if you're able to get it online and to avoid anything, it's best to do it.
I think Thursday I went to my local, so to speak, Dollar Tree. We call it Pound Stretcher, and the amount of people there that didn't have a mask on, I just went straight in and straight out. I thought I'm not even going there, even though I was all masked up. There are people that don't wear masks. It was scary.
I was today in Hobby Lobby, and no one, not even the cashiers, they have face masks.
Yeah.
I was look weird because I was the only one wear the mask. And I'm just like,
I get looked at like I'm an alien because I wear my mask.
I'm an alien.
Yeah. I actually had a lady ask me why was I wearing a mask.
What?
My business. To each its own.
That's your business, lady. I'm telling you. Well, somebody asked me that question.
We went to the Isle of Man to my stepson's wedding, and we wore a mask on the plane. We wore a mask at the airport, and then we were walking around the shops, and we were getting such weird looks. Nobody wanted to still me and him. And I was a bit embarrassed, but I thought, sod that, I'm not blinking getting COVID for anybody, thank you very much.
Right, seriously. You end up taking it off, and then with our luck, you take it off and then you get it, and it's like, it's not worth it.
I'm not taking that chance. But
if I have to be uncomfortable, a little tiny bit uncomfortable, to be able to stay out of the hospital and protect my family, then I will be uncomfortable wearing. I mean, it's all we have to do, and to me, it's just like you're not asking for much.
But on the whole, I would really, really like to go to the shops, but at the moment, no, I won't. I miss going to the shop. What's the matter?
Naomi, what she said?
Anybody ask me why I'm wearing a mask, I will say it's a stick up, dummy. Really? Loud, laugh out loud.
Oh, well, Linda, it was a pleasure. You
Yes.
know, it's. I'm
Thank
telling you,
you.
Linda, you are always learning. Even I don't need it, but I always learning something from you
Yeah, and
about, you
do we
know.
learn something new every day, and
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much for asking me to come on.
No, thank you for staying
Thank
up
you.
and coming with us and show your
I know it's
tools.
nearly 2 o'clock,
I know, but
I
I know you
know.
enjoying. I know you enjoying.
I know. I always enjoy, and if I can
Yes,
be of any help at any time, just
yes,
let me know.
yeah,
And
yes. And so you want to mention something about what's coming on your channel, something you in challenge, or I mean, with what's his name, Gina. I
oh,
mean,
we had the knit along update today on Gina's
okay.
channel. On Tuesday, I've got a tutorial on how to pick up stitches using a crochet
Ooh,
hook with your knitting.
ooh.
And I will say, doing these tutorials has really given me the bug to do more tutorials. And I've got a tutorial coming out in October on a motif, which is only 3 rows in crochet
Okay,
to make a Christmas runner for your table at
okay,
Christmas. And
okay.
I've got, and I plan on doing more tutorials. I'm going to do knitting tutorials, how to do cable stitch,
Mm.
and that, and we'll see how it goes. And I think that's all. Oh, and I've got a happy mail, and then obviously I've got a video
Okay,
coming out tomorrow, a podcast. But
okay,
other than that,
okay.
just
Well,
thank you.
you always welcome when we doing every Saturdays. Too much to welcome, and you
Yeah.
like to, come when you not can go sleep. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm really appreciated you coming
You're
and
Yeah.
here and show us.
We appreciate
asking
you with
me. Thank you for asking me. And can I just say, I really found last week so informative. Thank you, ladies, for
Oh, you're
deciding to
welcome.
do this. And I think we will all be educated in these lives in weeks to come.
Community,
And
yeah.
thank you for all your hard work for doing
Oh
it,
no.
because
Hey,
it is a lot of
if
hard
you have
work.
some ideas that you like, we can talking about it or some whatever,
I
you
will.
free to open to share your ideas, and we can find and we can show, people stuff because we like to learn from everyone,
Yeah.
and not just me and Jeannie or Melissa. No, it's for everyone. We learn
Yeah.
to learn for everyone. So
We all learn
yeah,
from each other.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. And
yes,
Definitely.
that's what this community's always been about. Caring
exactly,
and
Yeah.
sharing. And on
yes,
that note,
yes.
guys, I'm going to say good night. God bless.
Good night,
Thank you,
Miss
Linda.
Linda.
Good
Thank
Stay
night.
you.
safe.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Okay, so it was amazing information with Miss Linda. I mean, I just going to say, I love her. She teach me every single
Thank you.
time. So
Thank you.
so
And
you
welcome in
and
anyone that we've missed. All the lurkers that's out there hiding in the bushes. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
yes,
Chat in
yes,
the chat. We welcome you all.
yes. Hey, Sandra.
Absolutely.
Yes, welcome, welcome.
Yeah. Thank
Welcome
you,
in, Miss
Sandra.
Sandra.
So you want me to start first or Melissa?
It don't matter. Whichever
Okay,
one of y'all want to go
Maybe
first.
I'll go after you.
me.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just going to show what is stuff that I like to use mostly for crochet. Well, I only do crochet. Well, I do stitch markers and hooks. And one that I like to, I was really happy to find these pom-poms in my local store and Dollar Tree. You can see these pom-poms. This is what I like to look in every time I go to Dollar Tree. This is what I go and looking for pom-poms. So you have your Dollar Tree, go looking, and this one you can find in the sections kind of close to the cashiers. It's like a I'm going to say like a for your key change. You put it in there. So the what I did, I just cut it and I can use it for pom-poms. So because they have the let me show you. They have the thing right here you can put in and your, you see that? So
Yep.
that way I can tie with, yeah, with the hat, whatever you like to, for earrings. I mean, who knows? So this is what I find in Dollar Tree, and this is I like to use for my projects, for my crochet hats. And I like to use this right here because sometimes this is right here. This is my area. Right there is my husband area to work. Sometimes he don't want the light, like just something small. So this is what I use for. I can crochet. I can watching some YouTube's, videos or whatever, and I crochet. And this is so perfect. This one I got in Amazon, and then I have it. This perfect. I really love it because it changed the colors, the light. And this is one of the tools I like to use when I'm in my area, but my husband, he's still here with me, and he said I don't want light. So I mean, he want light, but not like completely dark, but so because he's working
Right,
in,
right, right.
yeah, in the computer. And
Question about
the,
pom poms before
ooh,
you move on.
yes,
Does one pom pom cost $1?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
yes,
So do
yes.
you think that paying $1 for one pom pom is a good price? I
I'm
know
going to.
compared to Michael's and Joann's, they're
Oh
a little
yeah,
more pricier for one pom pom there
yes,
than they are there. But could you
because
find a better deal maybe on Amazon or eBay or?
Well, I think
I'm
Dollar
going
Tree
to.
limited the colors too. You really,
Yeah, because let me show you what I have from not dollar, from Amazon. Okay. I know it's totally different. Okay. And this one is from Amazon.
I like
Okay.
that.
I pay for 24 pom-poms. I pay 18 or $16 for 24 pom-poms.
So less than
Ooh,
$1 a piece.
that's less than, yeah. And look at
But
the,
you're never going to. I mean, it's totally different. I agree with that. You see, that's
yeah,
totally different. This is a big one, and this is a small. You
yeah,
know, but you're not gonna find pom-poms every single time you go Dollar Tree,
All right.
right? And so when you find them, take it
grab it.
if
Yeah,
you can.
absolutely.
Because
It's
there's
something,
different. They have different colors. So see, they really multiple colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for $1, I mean,
you
I
don't have to
just
have
like,
a whole
yeah,
hat, right?
exactly,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
And so like I said, this one is from, all this is from Amazon.
Ooh,
If you found better deal in Amazon, but let me tell you something, you have to be careful because some pom-poms for $24, for 20 no, for 24 pom-poms, for at least 17 or $18, sometimes you're gonna receive like this. So you have to be careful what did you order in Amazon, because you can be received this and receive this. So and I find it, I never find it no more. I'm not finding this is no more. So but I'm still using this one because I prefer this one when this one I use. I'm going to say this one I use when I'm making some like I had for like for my niece or for some family that really use it. They not take care,
like this. Yeah, yeah.
this one. This one is what someone buy from you. This one the kids, some kids are not really that take care of stuff. You know, so or you want something decoration something. I think this is a better deal than this
Yeah.
one, because this one you have to take care more because there's more the material is more totally different. This is much better quality. Um,
But if you just in a crunch and need a pom pom and your Dollar Tree sells them, you would recommend getting a pom pom from there.
yes,
Okay.
I mean that's yeah, I really recommend it. They're really nice. I mean they have the same thing, and hey, you can make any good things. For pom-poms. The other things I
Exactly.
like to recommend them from Dollar Tree is this right here. This one I use for my hooks when someone orders some hooks, so I can wrap it in here and they protect it on more hooks and then I'll break it. So $1, I buy this for $1 and dollar. This is I use for my stuff for my hooks. And the other tools I like to use, I buy it because I need it. Well,
And when
but
she don't need it.
yeah, but I'm telling you something. They have better quality. Amazon. You can find in Amazon better than this. This is my first one, but I'm going to get the other one. But this one is help me just making a small ball. Like if I had like left yarn, I like to
Like
roll in
scrap
my
yarn.
yarn exactly. So this is one from Hobby Lobby. I don't know how much. I think $12 or $9.99, I guess. But I buy this one when it was a 40% off coupon. Not just like no. Right now, you have coupon. I not buy this thing. I going to say, in my opinion, I'm not recommending. My
No.
opinion. A lot of people maybe they like it. I don't. If someone gonna tell me, hey, I will give it you this for free, I'm going to say no, because I
Okay.
had a lot of
What would
trouble
you
with
want?
this thing.
What would you recommend? I don't have one, and I know I
I
need
really
one.
recommend them. The what Jenny she's going to show you guys when it's her
Oh,
turn.
okay, yeah.
That is what I recommend it, and that was I want to get one day. So
Why? What's the name of that one that you have in your hand?
huh?
Let me look the name of it up.
Why don't the one that you were just showing? Why don't you recommend that one?
Why I not recommend it?
Yeah.
Because the yarn is stuck in this part right here when the yarn is
Oh,
get too big.
gotcha.
And they're stuck
So
in
that's
this
what
part
we
right here,
put.
and I
Yeah.
had it's exactly, and I had to roll it again, and they not roll it really good like the other one.
Yeah.
It just I don't like it. So
Makes sense.
yeah, and the other ones that I like to use for when I do giveaways, I like to put the yarns or the gift in these bags, and this idea coming from Brenda, the newbie crochet, because she was the first one use it, and so yeah, so I like to use these bags and put the or maybe like gonna send something a happy mail for someone. This is the good bags, and they're really nice size.
So from Lovecraft, I save all mine,
Yeah.
and that's what I use them for.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lovecraft ships all their yarn in those
Yeah,
bags.
that's what
Yes.
I said. Yep, items of it.
Now,
And the
does
other
anyone in the chat use a yarn winder, or and if you do, what kind do y'all use? Because I have one that came from Michaels, and I don't recommend the one that comes from Michaels either, because it skips a lot when you're turning it. It's like the gears are messed up in the inside of it, and it skips a lot. So, and it looks just like the one that she got from Hobby Lobby.
mm-hmm. So the next stuff that I like to get from Dollar Tree is this right here. And this one I like to use for my hooks, just like this. This is what I like to put my hooks in there, and different size, including some of my pins right here. This is I just put it in there, and when I had to work with something, I just go and get the size of hook that I like to use. Just $1. $1. You know. So this is what you can look in your Dollar Tree. This is what I find that look the same. This idea come from Jeannie, and she's right here. We in her house. So yes, I give you a credit to Jeannie. This is idea for Jeannie. And the other stuff that I like to use is notebooks and what about your project. This one, I got this one Hobby Lobby, but first I was using this one, just a regular notebook you can find just like this. And I like to use because when I was do something a project, I write a note. I like to do a note, and this one I want to say this one it was my first one, And so this, they have the little points in there, did you see? And so you want to make in the picture or something, this, they had the points in there. So this one is my first one. And the second one is this right here. You can find new how you say, the picture and Hobby Lobby. This one is for like in clearance. And this one I like it because they have the everything you have to write around about your project, and what kind of yarn, what let me show you something right here real quick. I like to write the pictures, whatever I had to make, count the back and the front. They had the squares. And you have Hobby Lobby. This is the one, if you like to, this is the one you can look for in Hobby Lobby. They had different one. They was in clearance, so I started using and I really like it. But you say, okay, those things is expensive. Don't worry about it. Dollar Tree, just a notebook. Get your notebook at Dollar Tree for $1, and you can write your notes and everything. Just for $1. Some they have come in like a package like this. Let me show you real quick. Something just like this, come together like this, two for $1. They come in like this. So, but this one I like to put it in my little bag so I can keep it in here. You see, and I like to get just a paper, maybe like a half like a stick is what is it called, a sticky note, something just like this. You put it in your project bag or anything you have note, and just in case you start doing something and you don't want to miss what you started, how many stitches or change. So the other one, I received this one from Jeannie, and I even started using yet. But I'm going to use it. I don't know when, but I'm going to use it. This is for your mostly for your videos and everything. I had to get familiar with this one. So this is another one. Janie, she sent me this a gift. I'm so happy. And the next that I like to start doing is this one right here. And this is for knitting and crochet projects. But I mean, it's really nice. Janie, she's gonna be explaining a little bit more about this. Yes, Janie, you have to.
Thank you, V.
No, you were
So
saying.
just let me show you just what the look and I had too many planners, too many books, and this one right here, this one is from Hobby Lobby too. This is just a little something, a note, and I mean, one that I really recommending is get your pen like this. I really recommend it because this one, if you let me show you just real quick. If you take a note and you don't mistake, okay, you see that line right there? There we go. It's
No,
gone.
I like it though. That was a good one.
This is the good one. I really recommended this. If you are the person taking note and you do mistake, this is the good one. I know Dollar Tree, they have pretty ones. I like it. You see, this is Dollar Tree, but I go with this one, this, because this one you do mistake when you write it on whatever about your project. You do mistake, you write it on, and you can do it again. So
My dog has erasable ones, but they're more like the thick ones. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, and I love my hooks that I made. I crochet with these hooks. Any hooks. This is the other ones that I like to use too.
Please
I
all
mean,
as well.
I
For sure.
Dollar Tree have hooks too. Needles and anything. I mean, and the yarn that I like more is from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. This is the yarn I'm going to say I use more than the other yarn. And I like mandala. I know a lot of people here love mandala. And I like just kind of this mandala like this. And you know, everyone, I don't like pink. You know, you're not going to see me with pink yarn. I'm
Nope.
just kidding. And this is another mandala that I like. There's a really pretty colors. And this one you can find in Walmart. This one you can find in Joann's, and this one in Walmart. This is that I've been finding. This one in Walmart too. So I like cotton yarn too. This is a yarn that I like to work more because I can find in Walmart. It is good price. Walmart, Michael's, Joann's, you know, and or including you can order it online. You can find this kind of yarn. And online that I like to have is this little skin yarn from Hobby. That's really pretty, really soft. You know that it's not soft. I'm not buy. I'm not. You know.
Is that cotton?
This is cotton. Yes, both
Yep.
this
Okay.
cotton. Yeah, this is
I
let
like
me
your
see.
colors.
Ready to
I got.
go.
Yep. I got.
Yeah. And that's the color. I had too many colors. You see right here. Right here is all this one, and this one is from Hobby. All this yarn right here is from Hobby. And this is the other one that I like to use. This one is number one. This is number one, and this is number three. This is number three. Let me
I have a
see.
bunch of the number one
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
But I like to crochet with this one double, like this. Just get the two. Yeah. That's the way I like to crochet with this yarn because it's really fine yarn. And if I like to make it like a scrubbies, that's the yarn that I use for my face, for the scrubbies. And guys, I had too many
Joe has
stuff.
dropped a link, y'all, for a yarn ball winders, 10-ounce double gear and heavy duty metal.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the link right there. Y'all check it out. Also, if y'all have any links that you would like to share of any tools and accessories that y'all prefer that's different from what we're showing, please drop the link.
Yes, I like the small ball
And if
of
you're not
yarn.
able to drop the link, let us know and we'll get someone to drop it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the other one that I like to use, well, I keep it. You know, this one is from Amazon. This is the last thing. We're going to go with Melissa. I had too many stuff to share with you guys that we're not going to cover today.
For them
But
placemats,
you know, this one is this one is my Tunisia's hooks that I like to save them like this. And this one you can find Amazon. So all the Tunisias, I just put it in here. This one right here, you can say what in the world this doing in there. I know. I mean, I'm just like, you know, Alex, he like to try and to do knitting, but he quit.
well, he got to have two instead of one. Where's the
No, he
other
got
one?
two. No,
Oh,
no, it's
okay.
right here. Yeah, he got two. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Miss Linda, that's her problem. She can't knit because she's trying to do it with one needle.
Oh my god. And I like to get this for doing the pom-poms. This is from thinness from, if I'm not wrong, from Hobby Lobby. This is for pom-poms. And I like to get my stickers from Dollar Tree. You know, when you send in a thank you card or whatever, I always like to put the sticker, the llama llama. So it's more, guys, but we're going to take it a turn
Welcome
to
in, Sandy.
Melissa.
With Left is Right Crochet. Welcome in.
Hi, Sandy.
Estella, if I was saying that correctly. Then you can never have too many yarn tools. So true.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true.
Hi, Sandy.
So for right now, I'm done. That's just, I mean, I had too many hooks. I had to, you know, knittings. And this one right here, guys, this one is from Hobby Lobby. And this one, they have a lot of tools in there. Not a lot, but just I think the most that you need it for. And one that I like in my keys, right here. This is what
I
I like
gotta
to
get me
have in
some
my
of those.
keys. Yes. So
Right?
exactly. You have your yarn, you have the hooks, and this is I like it because this is exactly the size the hooks that I like to use. 5. This number 5. This is number 3, and this is number 4.
And did you
So
get those off Amazon?
yeah. Sorry, Melissa.
Did you get those off Amazon?
Yes, you can find this is on Amazon, and this one is from Hobby Lobby. Very good. And let me tell you something. I put one of these in my husband's keys for his truck. And always when he don't find his keys, he's like, "Where's your keys?" And I give him my keys, and he said, "Oh no, forget it." He's like, "Taking those things out." I said, "No, that's my keys. Go find yours. You don't want to take mine. So
Right.
yeah. And I like to get some scissors like this from Walmart. This is what I like to use. And stitch markers, of course, stitch markers. And I have something like this, a metal, yeah. And I have some plastic. Even I don't like it, but you never know. Some stitch markers, and I have some hooks in here, plastic and metal from Dollar Tree. This is what I like to put it in this, like kind of going to say to go, bags, and put it in your project, and you have everything. This one you can find in school supplies in Walmart. They had 3 different departments, and one with the zipper and the others 2 out, but you can close it and you have everything for crochet, and you're happy. I think this.
Isla, that's a brilliant idea. She said she was desperate at work, took out the ink out of pens, and used the tubes to knit.
Oh wow, that is.
About what?
She didn't have anything to knit with at work, and she got desperate, so she removed the ink out the inside of the pens and used the tubes to knit with.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yes.
I think I'm done for right now. So I'm waiting for the next time.
Candy said, "Okay, I was so confused. I say Jeannie, Butterfly Dreams, but here's Veronica. I thought I had been calling them both the wrong names all these months. I'm so mixed up."
You fine, Sandy. You fine.
No, Miss Sandy,
Yeah.
it's myself, Veronica, and Melissa.
Yes. I'm Veronica.
But I answered anything.
Well, anyone, any questions, we open to answer questions. So if it's not, hooks, I like any hooks, the one that I do it for me, I really like it. This is one that I just use in my stitch markers. And let me show you something that I just making. And this is from Jeannie Butterfly. Guys, you need to go watching her tutorial and making one. I'm just saying. Let me show you. There you go. You see this?
Yes.
Oh, let
All
me make
my
it solo.
yes. This is all my stitch markers that I like to use, and when I'm working in my getting in here. If I need stitch markers, I just get it in there and put it in my project, in my work project, and you can crochet this one in any color, the yarn that you like. And I found this stick outside in my backyard. And I like to get these things right here because I like to use these ones too for my projects. So, and this one for whatever notes I had to do, but this is from this idea, this creation is for Jeannie. And so she can drive her link so you guys can go, and you better go making one. Oh, yep. That's it. That's kind of stuff that I like to use. I have more stuff to use, but let's go give it the chance to the other people show.
Okay, so I'll be focusing more on. I mean, I use most of the same tools as me and everybody else for crocheting, but I'll be focusing more on my tools that I use for my earrings that I make, and stuff like that. So first, I got this box from Dollar Tree, and I like it because it has a lock on it, but you can clip it open, and I put all of my earrings, like my hoops that I purchased where I crochet them, my jump rings, my hook back, all of my stuff in here. I have a case for them, but these are like my extras that I purchased. And I purchased most of these items, like my hoops and stuff, off Amazon, because they're hypoallergenic. Okay. I also use my sister here. And let me see. So when I'm like going up and down, instead of bringing my craft cart for my earrings, I also purchased this at Dollar Tree. And I have my like extra little hooks in there, earrings, or this is BMC string.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, at Dollar Tree though, so can't forget, you know. Yeah. And so speaking of, really quickly since I already have it, I also like to use my cross stitching thread for making earrings. It's really soft, I feel, when I make some of the earrings. Aside from the other thread and stuff I'll show you, I just chose that one because it was right there. But these you can take the little compartments out, you know.
Yeah.
And then I had one big one underneath. And when I do my bead earrings, I bought a roll of this at Dollar Tree. It's not a roll no more, but I'll put it in this little Dollar Tree tray. And then my beads and stuff aren't rolling all over when I'm making my earrings or stitch.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Dollar Tree. It's the roller cutter, and then this is piercing and scoring tool set from the Dollar Tree.
Hey, Kaylin, welcome in.
Welcome in, Kay.
Also, my Dollar Tree, I've never seen these there before, so I was excited when I seen it. We had just got these at mine over here in New York, which for $1 can't go wrong. Okay, so when I'm making my earrings, because depending on what thread I use on the BMC, or I'll have some of these. It's also made with it's also BMC, but it's cotton pearls. It's different than the cross stitching one. So they all call for different size hooks, and the hooks are so tiny, you know. Mm-hmm. So I bought one of these from Dollar Tree, and it's, you know, depending on, sometimes I can only make one earring at a time. So right when I start it, sometimes I'll put, you know, what color, which thread I'm using, what size hook, and such, and I keep this one just for my earrings. Because there's been times with having family, you know, you stop, you go, and you're like, wait, what hook was I using, you know? And then the stitches were totally different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I also like to use this, of course, for to make my earrings as well. I got that from Hobby or Hopium, I can't remember. In the Gazelle Baby Cotton.
Now you use the Gazelle Baby Cotton to do earrings with too?
Yeah, I have a whole. I love using this for earrings. It works up so well. Actually, the ones I'm gonna send you actually are the Gazelle. Most of them are Gazelle. You get the big pack of this. I think it was like 25 or something like that. From Amazon, I got this pack. And also, I use the Summer Nights to make earrings, and I have like all the colors, like the green one, the pink and red one, or whatever, the white one. And people love this. Is like, I think I've sold more of these Summer Night colors than anything else. it's like it's not too soft, it's not too hard, so it works up great too for the earrings.
Now the Dollar Tree that's about 40 minutes away from me, they sell the summer nights. They have the plus owl in there, and they sell the summer nights for like $3 a skein.
Oh, I pay $6 a piece for the summer nights here. So I wish my dollars were high. And then these are always good to have for I thought I was reading the chat too. These are always good Dollar Tree. You can use these for, fish markers, earrings, kind of anything that you. What size is that yarn you use, Melissa, for your earrings? Which one, Debbie? They're all different. The gazelle, I want to say. The gazelle don't say, but I want to say this is like a 0 or a 1. But these are crochet threads. I get these at Hobby Lobby for $2.99 a piece, and there's so many different colors. It's on the top row where the DMC. These are more rougher, like thicker DMC, and it's actually Artista, so Hobby Lobby, like golds and colors and stuff. Yeah. And of course, Joann's. I have a whole bunch of like 10, 12 colors, different colors of the Annie or Aunt Lydia's. And I think I have some Annie's too. But these are also good to make earrings with. And so I got this one at Michael's for $14. This one.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. And I'll show you some of the little hooks that I use. And I will be having a tutorial out probably in the next, I want to say within 2 weeks at the most, of some crochet, my earrings that I made. But here's some of those tiny hooks. I got the whole set off of Amazon. I got these ones, and then I have like just the metal ones, the plain metal ones. As well. What are you gonna say, V?
So what exactly size the hook did you use for? I mean, like, what is the size the hook did you use for your earrings? Like, you had a specific size just for, or they had to be different size for some specific earrings?
Different size depending on the thread that you use, and yeah. So if I'm using like I use some of the Hobie too. So with this, I usually use a 1.5.
Wow.
Now if I'm using the crochet thread, I'll use a 0.9 sometimes, or a 1.1, like a 1.10, thinner. So it just kind of depends on which thread I'm using at the time. And yeah. And then you can also buy I showed you the $1 book, but you can also go on Amazon and get these, and it tells you. And I think it's like $6.
Oh, I love that one.
Thank you. It's the crochet planner book, so the back page shows you like what pages are in there. So you can
how much did that cost? You said $5?
I think it was like $5 or $6. I want to say somewhere around there, give or take $1. Yeah, it wasn't.
And I like the pictures.
Yeah, and you have a whole bunch of different covers. So yeah. So I don't know if I missed anything. I know V showed a whole bunch more, but for my earrings, basically, I mean, aside from my scissors and stuff like that, I mean, and then I have tons of beads. I won't pull those out, but those are when I make my bead earrings. But yeah, I think that's pretty much mine. Any questions or anything? Anything, just let me know.
I think they're leaving the bulk of it for me. You done, Melissa?
I'm done. Thank you.
Anybody got any questions for Melissa and what she showed? I do have a question about your earrings. First of all, I will say they are amazing.
Thank you, sir.
For those that may have sensitive ears, you can wear Melissa's earrings. You can actually put them in. You won't even know you have them in. And you can sleep in them and wear them the next day as well. My ears are very, very sensitive. Normally, I can only wear real gold or sterling silver. And anything other than that, when I put it in within a few minutes, I know it, and I have to take them out. Her earrings and Brenda's earrings, I can wear them, sleep in them, get up the next day, wear them all day again with no problems. So don't be afraid to buy from them because their earrings are good quality and they do not bother your ears.
Where'd you get your the thing for making your earrings? The metal. Where'd you get it?
Amazon, but you have to purchase the hyperallergenic ones, because if you just buy like the random cheap pack of bulk, because you want to buy them by bulk, obviously, because you're gonna, I mean, you buy one or two pairs, it's just not, you have to buy them by bulk.
Mm-hmm.
And if you buy, they're like, I want to say $15 for just the non-hyperallergenic ones.
Oh,
and
okay.
like 50 pairs, but you buy those ones, your ears are going to be hurting, they're going to be breaking out. Like, you got to buy the hyperallergenic, yeah. My hooks.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I did see someone say the tutorial's not there yet. I will be working on it this week. It'll be out by hopefully next week, the latest, the earring tutorial. And thank you, Margaret.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's a pair
Veronica dropped the link to the rechargeable level neck reading light that she has. And Ala Joe has dropped the link to the Hooked on Crochet planner that Melissa showed. It is $4.99 on Amazon.
That's really good price. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ala Joe.
But if you want Dollar Tree, you can find a Dollar Tree.
Yep. Yeah, both, right?
Yeah. You had different ones in mind. So I mean, Dollar Tree, they had a lot. Walmart, they have a lot. You know, whatever it is you can purchase. There's, you know, you can purchase just the small price, the low price. Get one. You know.
Let me show my Jeannie's thing too, because I use mine for earrings as well.
Oh yeah, she's making another those things. Woohoo!
Your earrings.
There we go. You see, guys, you can use that one for your stitch markers or your earrings.
Yep, I use the stick from out my backyard as well.
Yeah.
You can make them longer, shorter, you know, whatever you want.
Yeah.
It is, Brenda. It's a great price for a planner.
Yes.
I crocheted me another stitch marker wall hanger and put it beside my bed on a hook. And I have all my earrings that I got from Melissa and Brenda on them. And I also put my silver and my gold ones on it as well.
Jeannie gave me the idea to put the earrings on there. I was like, that's a good idea. To make my girls too, you know.
I did drop the link to the tutorial that's on my channel for it.
Super easy.
There. If anyone is interested in making one.
Or you can get the written pattern as well from Jeannie.
Yeah. It is a written pattern out there. Don't go buy the written pattern though. I want to change the price because the tutorial is out there, and if you buy the pattern, of course, it comes with a link to the tutorial. But the tutorial is free on YouTube. And I'm gonna brag on myself for a minute. I think I did a pretty darn good job doing it.
Now I'm telling you guys,
welcome in, Sandra.
The tutorial. Hey, Sandra. The tutorial she have on her channel. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I always change. But I said, Veronica, keep going in the same way she tell you to do. I was kind of.
She have a hard time following instructions and directions.
Not because I don't like it. I just, that's me. When I'm watching something or I have to do something, I always change it.
Your creative juices start flowing, and you're like, I can do this, and I can do that, and I can change it this way, and I said, not in a bad
and I said, and I'm like, Veronica, keep going. Just keep watching her. She explains it really easy, and just finish the same she tell you, and that's what I did. She explains it really easy, and her video is so really clear to see everything she's doing. I really recommend it to watch it. Yeah.
No, I agree.
It's really, really nice. Yeah. So
now we have Jeannie.
Ooh. what she's gonna, I'm telling you, Janie, she have like a
Oh,
Amazon,
orders every
Walmart,
day.
Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, and her house.
Really deep.
That's nice. No, we're like, you got everything.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I reckon I'll go solo now.
Yes.
Okay, everybody. Veronica's right. I do. I have Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's all in one place, which she does too.
Oh gosh.
You do.
One thing that I don't remember neither one of those ladies showing.
Uh-oh.
So that
We in
lets me
trouble.
know they don't check gauge
Oh gosh.
and they don't check to see if their project is a certain size because they didn't show tape measures, did they?
I sure did. I showed my blue one.
You did.
Yes, I did.
Look, there's multiples that you can get from different places. This one comes from Hobby Lobby.
Oh, darn it. I'm not sure mine.
I cannot for the life of me remember where I got this one from. I want to say Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. Or may have got it off of Amazon.
Okay.
And I got several of these. I think 3 came in a pack, and y'all can see why I bought them. They little smiley face emojis.
Yeah.
Stay away from them.
Oh gosh.
Stay far away from these. These do not give you true inches at all. They are not 1 inch at all.
Huh.
And I will show you what I mean with one of the other ones. Let me get it lined up here. Now the centimeters are identical to each tape measure.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're measuring in inches, they will not be the same. Can you see where the 1 is on the bottom one and the 1 is on the top?
I see it. Yep.
I measured a granny square that's supposed to be 12 by 12. And if I measure it with this one, it only comes up to be 9.5 inches. And this is the smiley face one. And if I measure it with this one, it comes up to be 12 inches exactly. Although they're cute,
Yeah, they
this
are.
is what I was actually crying. I was actually crying tears
Oh no.
when I found out it was not right in the inches. So I do not recommend these. However, they are cute. And I'm glad I did not send any out as gifts.
A gift, yeah.
So, yeah, these are blah.
Hey, that's a good. Everybody, say good to know that, because like Rose, she said, "Oh, there's never not to know to compare minds," and Alo Joe, she said, "That's a way off," and that is totally different. I agree with that.
Yes. Just, although we can get stuff cheaper on Amazon, just be mindful that everything you get may not be accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So I stick to these. This one I just had to get because it was cute. Also, I've been dibbling and dabbling in making polymer clay hooks. I'm not a pro like Veronica or Brenda by no means, and I cannot find it. And like I said, I cleaned up last night, and every time I do, I never can find nothing.
Jenny, Maribel, she said, wonder where made it. I think that's for China, right?
I'm not sure, Maribel. It's got some Japanese or Chinese
Or
writing
China.
on it. If anybody in here knows what it can tell what that is right there.
I don't know.
Japanese or Chinese.
Okay, that's probably, yeah.
And it's got the little cover over it, so I could probably look them up on Amazon. But I forgot to mark my hooks and what they were before I baked them. And before I put the clay on them. And I had a square one that was a gauge, but it was a knitting needle measure instead of a hook measure. So I found these at Knitter's Pride. These are actually a hook gauge. So if you see a gauge that just has circles, those are knitting gauges. If you see one that has the cutout in it, those are hook gauges. And what you do is you find your hook size and you put your hook in there like that. Because if you have the round one, your hook will not fit in them because those are for knitting needles. So I found these at Knitter's Pride. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. I won't say I got them from Knitter's Pride.
Okay.
So now it doesn't
That's
matter
cute.
if I don't mark them, I can always measure them and get the right thing. Now, Veronica, you showed a Pom-Pom Maker from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to do a tutorial on how to use it because I've never seen it.
What?
These are the ones I use.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Oh, I got that one too. Alice,
These
he's the
are
one.
the Clovers, and this is the medium. You just wrap your yarn around it as thick as you want it. You close that side down. You do the other side, close it down. You take a piece of string and run it around, tie a knot in it. Then you cut it, and you pull it apart.
Okay, yeah.
So I've never seen the ones that you have.
Well, that one's Alice. He was the one making pom-poms. So he know how to use those things.
And they also have them in the minis.
Oh, that's cute.
Ah.
And I got these at Michael's. Now, I will say Michael's does have something new in. When I went over there the other day and did a little tour video, they have a Clover set that has the square and it has the holes in it for your knit needles, and it's also a gauge swatch. It's 4 inches by 4 inch square. But they also have one, you get 2 in a pack. They have the one for the knitting, and they also have one for the crochet now. And it was like $9.95, which I thought, was a little too high.
I got one to the Susan Bay from Hobby Lobby. Yeah.
And I ordered this little tin off of Amazon because I'm bad about losing my darning needles. And I grabbed a couple of skeins of my cotton yarn back there the other day, and I had a couple of needles stuck inside of them. How it got in there, I have no idea.
Oh my goodness.
But I got this little tin. I don't know why it's Be My Valentine because I've only had it a couple of months. But anyway, I'm not worried about what tin says. It came with these. I just put all of them in there. You get multiple colors of the darning needles, and I like these that are bent.
Me too.
So it come with those, and it come with a few stitch markers, just a little plastic stitch markers. And I also got some of these.
Yeah, I got that ones from I have 3 in the package from Hobby Lobby.
And
those the one that I like it
as well. They look plastic, but they're not. Those are metal. And it has the flex eye on it, which makes it easier for if you're using chunky yarn, as Veronica calls it, to get through the eye of the needle. And it also came with a needle threader.
Okay.
So, and a couple of these were actually gifts from Christy with Christy's Creation. So
Nice.
I also have a digital row counter where when you do a row, you just
I don't
click
have those. Mm-mm.
Anything.
do a row, you click it. Now these, if I'm not mistaken, you can get these at Michael's and they're like $5.99.
And you can find that one in Hobby Lobby too.
Yeah. Cheaper at Michael's though.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know how much goes in Hobby Lobby, but I have one that was in clearance last this year, and I got one, and it's like a green, like a real circle. That's the only I have. I never use it, but when I buy it, I said, "What in the world is this?" And someone in my video said, "This is for count your stitch." Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes. Well, she said the bent ones are for binding weavings before they come off the loom. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Now this is, if you are a crocheter and a knitter, this is a kit that you can get off of Amazon. It comes with the stitch markers that are like a safety pin. Comes with a whole box of those. Then it comes with this little kit that has the has a tape measure in it. It has some plastic darning needles, 2 little clamps, 2 row counters, and then these right here are your tips that knitters use to put on the end of their needles to when they're not working on it so they don't lose stitches. And these are some stitch markers here too that they can use to just twist on a stitch. Then it comes with a whole case of the round stitch markers which knitters use. And I think all 3 of these was maybe like $6 and something on Amazon.
You could buy them individual, or you could buy all 3 set. It's cheaper for the 3-piece set, like you have, yeah.
And Nala Jo says she has an Amazon store, ship store, in my description box that has tools and accessories in there. Some of the items I use are in there.
Awesome. No.
Okay. Of course, my crochet hooks. Now, these are my favorites. I have the Prim, I have the Clover, and I have the Brenda hooks. V, I'm not saying yours aren't the favorite, but this is all I can fit in there. I'm waiting on my other big one that I can put all y'all hooks in. And I love my V hooks. Because most of mine that I have from them are Susan Bates.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have some that are not, and I do use them. And I have 2 pair of scissors because you never can get enough scissors. I do have a needle threader that I got from Brenda. She takes the little flimsy metal ones that you can get, and she puts polymer clay on them to make them stronger. So, and you can also put your tape measure here. You can put other stuff right here. And you got a place here for stuff to go. Stitch markers and stuff like that. And this sits on my cart. So, there we go.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda, the newbie crocheter, you can get these.
Brenda
Also,
said, it's coming. It's coming.
I just have to show y'all this one. Look at the one that Hobby Lobby has now.
Oh yeah, I see that one. Yeah.
Cute.
That's
And
cute.
it's a tape measure. It's a yarn ball tape measure. Y'all know we have way more stuff than we need because we see stuff like this and we just say, okay, I got to buy. Now I'm going to show y'all 2 of my stitch marker wall hangers that I've done. Because you can do them in whatever size you want to. You just adjust the stitch count for whatever you need. You can make it as big as you want to. As long as you do the multiples of the tutorial. But this is some of my stitch markers on this one. And this one is done in 100% cotton. No, it ain't. This is 85.15 because this is the
from Dollar Tree.
Premier Just Cotton from Dollar Tree.
Nice.
So I have a lot of my stitch markers on there. A lot of these are from Christy Cook with T-Doddles. And a lot of them are from Melissa and Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have my little pins that I got from Hobby Lobby on there.
Nice.
So it's very versatile.
Yeah.
And I also made another little one, and it too has
Close my eyes. Close my eyes.
stitch markers. And I have one on the wall that has stitch markers on it as well.
I'm gonna make one more for my daughter's hair bows.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good night, Isla.
Good night, Isla.
Thank you for being here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maribel says she's got a stand-up row counter, Amazon, $8. Love it. LQ Industrial Stitch Tally Crochet Row Counter. Maribel, are you in blue?
No, she's not in blue.
Well, let me make her blue.
You can drop that link, Maribel. When you end the blue dress.
Hold on, ladies. Let me turn Maribel blue right quick.
Yeah, thanks everybody for sharing these links to different tools and accessories.
Yes. There's really because a lot of people they find tools or different and they work for them. And they can be work for us, and we really like to know what is would work for you, for everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, if you make a lot of granny squares and you want to block your squares before you put them together, and if you don't want to use the mats that you buy, the foam mats that you can get, you can grab a wood one that will be with you forever from Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. This is 14 inches wide total, but your pegs are 12 by 12.
Mm-hmm.
So if you this is perfect for it. You get your pegs and you get them in different sizes. Now you do have taller pegs, so you could block more than one square at a time. So if anyone's interested in these, send Brenda an email. Brenda, if you want to drop your link. She has all her information in her about page.
I'll drop it for her.
I love mine. Okay. All right, Maribel, you should be blue now. Of course, we all have to have a bag, right? We all got to have some kind of project bag. I have these. If anyone is interested, just send me an email. I have these, and I have plenty other ones too.
Good night, Mel. Thank you so much for.
I also have this one that I got off of Amazon. Now I like taking this one when I travel. Like if I go to Louisiana or somewhere, I will take this one with me. And the reason is this.
Mm-hmm.
It has a place that I can put my hooks. It has a zipper pocket here that is see-through, where I can put scissors or anything else that I might need for whatever I'm taking with me to work on. And it has 4 holes across the top, so you can put 4 skeins of yarn in here, and you can work on multiple projects.
Oh, that's nice.
And
The
this
big one.
was,
I like that small one. It looks better than my big one.
it was not expensive at all. And right now I have, just to show y'all how much yarn it'll hold. This is 4 cakes of Premier Serenity Chunky, I think. And I ended up caking them. So I have 4 of those in here. And there's the other 2. So it will hold a lot of yarn.
Yeah.
And of course, we all got to have our yarn, right?
Yeah.
Then you have 2 pockets on each side. And if you're a knitter, it also comes with knitting needle pockets on the front. So you have a place for your crochet hooks and a place for your knit needles. So that's my preferred to-go bag when I'm going out of state.
And everything to put everything you need in it.
I have multiple planners as well. This is what I make my notes in when I'm working on something. You can grab these from Dollar Tree for $1. It has a subject and a date on it, and it's lined, so you can make all your notes. What I call, this is your scratch pad. You don't care about this being nice and neat.
Mm-hmm.
You can do everything on one of these. Then you can transfer it to your nicer planner once you get everything done. That's the one Veronica said I would go over more in detail. This one you can get from Annie's or from Knit Picks. It's actually cheaper on Knit Picks than it was Annie's. So if you're interested in this one, you can get this one from Knit Picks. And it's the Knit and Crochet Project Planner. Everything you need to dream, plan, and organize 12 projects. Now, what is neat about it? It's hardcover, but the inside is spiral. It also has a lot of good information in here. Tells you how to use the planner. Then it says 12 project log, 12 project wheel. You would do your progress as you're working on your project. You could color code your wheel, and then once you get it completed, then you'll have a complete piece of pie. Your piece of pie would be complete.
Exactly.
Then it has my year, celebrating every tiny victory. So you have this here where you can put each month things that you want to do. January events, February events, March. So like if you're planning to do a crochet along with someone, you could log it in here and keep up with it that way. Then once you get everything logged, now you put your action into a plan.
You're making Brenda hungry. You're talking about pie.
The pie.
And see, this is your 12 project wheel. It has your plan. So you first create your plan. Once you get your plan done, you color that in. Once you figure out the size of your project, you color that in. Once you figure out your colors, you color that in. You calculate, you prep, you gauge, you create, you assemble, weave, block, and share. We know who's not going to have any color pies in their book.
No pie when you crochet. No pie.
And here's where you would write down your 12 projects that you're working on here. This book is designed to be like a 1 project a month. Or 12 projects a year. I think it would help really to stop from creating a lot of whips. If you execute a plan and put the plan into action. So the next part is the project planning. Now Brenda brought this information to our attention. You have 12 projects that you can do in this section, but each section is color coded. For the first project, everything related to that project would be in red. Project number 2 would be in orange. And V's in school. She's going along with me in the book.
You can hear her.
Yeah.
Project 3 would be in like a yellow, orange looking color.
Huh.
And so forth. Project 4 would be like in a golden color.
Yeah.
And what I mean by everything, this is the start of it. Then you flip over, you have your graph paper on this side, and you have dotted paper on this side. Then when you get to the next project, it changes colors. So I really like that aspect of it, because if you're flipping through and like, oh, I did a project that was in green, I can just flip through and find my green pages and know that that's the one I'm looking for.
That's really nice. This is so really nice.
It also has a gift tracker in the back of stuff that you've made and you sold or you gifted, whether it was a commission project or you just donating it. You can keep track of that, who it was. So you got a project title, recipient, occasion, due date, date sent via tracking number, and notes. So you can even keep track of who you send gifts to. It has a class tracker in the back. If you do any classes, you can keep track of them. What type of class, the date and time, the location, the teacher, the cost or kit cost, supplies needed or notes. And also has a charity project tracker and a knit along or stitch along. So they're referring to the stitch alongs as crochet alongs. So you can keep up with that. The project title, the host, the start date, the end date, the supplies that you need, and make any notes of it. If you go on a retreat, you can write down the retreat that you're going to. It also has a retreat packing list to make sure you don't forget anything. Do you have your yarn, your needles? Do you have extra needles? Do you have hooks, stitch markers, ruler and gauge, scissors, measuring tape, darning needles, row counter, cable needle, or reading glasses? So it helps keep you really, really organized.
Yeah.
It has a place for you to put your knitting needle inventory as well as your crochet and hook inventory. If you attend yarn shows, it has a place for you to put the show name, the date and time, the location, how much it costs, and any notes. And you can also has a place for your contacts for all your local yarn shops, for their address, city, state, the owner, their phone number, their email, their hours, and stuff like that. It also has a place for you to put all your online favorite stores. And it has a place for you to keep up with all of your Yarny friends.
That's awesome.
And then we end with this beautiful little kitty.
Oh.
They have some beautiful pictures. Then in the very back, it has a bunch of different references. It has the common knitting and crochet terms, the common symbols, crochet abbreviations, crochet chart symbols, knitting abbreviations, knitting chart symbols, cable symbols, and standard yarn weight system. I'm going to ask the question.
Uh-oh. Everybody get ready.
Do we want to do this question as a giveaway?
Oh. Everybody refresh, everyone. You better refresh. I'm just saying. You better go out and coming back. You have a second.
Chat when you come back.
I'm going to put my name in the chat. Give me a thumbs up when y'all refreshed and y'all are ready.
Yep.
Miss Jeannie doing a surprise giveaway.
But what everyone in think, y'all, I mean, we had too many stuff to show. I'm just saying, and we're gonna do a part 2, right, Janie?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah, I think because I had to show more and more stuff, and I just show a couple stuff, and the next time I'm gonna show you a little bit an extra, but yeah, everyone have too many stuff to show.
Oh, Sandra, they're so sweet. Is that a super chat? A super chat?
Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thank you.
Anyone has some questions? Anyone whatever you want to say.
Okay, I'm putting my name in the chat.
Ooh.
Where on the shaft of the hook do you measure? Vicky is asking.
The roundest part of the hook. And I'll show you, Miss Vicky. My question is, how many different yarn weights are there?
Ooh. Can I enter? Can I enter?
Can we answer?
Sure.
We don't do ourselves.
Jen, if she didn't, we will definitely show it.
Yes, we're gonna do it, Jane.
And we have a winner.
Woo!
Let me go find my mark and make sure no one else did it. Okay, there's my mark. Let me make sure no one else did it before her. And Veronica, you check behind me too. You and Melissa.
From what I look like, I think it's her.
I know that's the only one I see it, and
you see one at the bottom, but it's her, Jen. Yep.
Yes, Jane. Yeah.
Congratulations, Jen.
Yep, Jenny's, y'all. It is actually 8 different weight categories of yarn.
You don't want to know why it's 8 and not 7? Everybody.
And I will show y'all.
Yes.
The standard yarn weight system, it is 8 different weight sizes.
Oh, let's go.
They're right, Brenda, because she won over on your channel. Now this is 0 through 7. So if you ever see a standard yarn weight system, they will all show 0 to 7. However, don't think that it's 7, because you have to count 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
So we have 8 different yarn weights.
Hola, Joe. Hey, hola, Joe. You're not the only one. I learned that too. So
we will be discussing all of this next week, y'all, about yarn weights, about gauge, about all of that stuff. We will be discussing all that next week.
And you know what I think it is? I think people they know that it's 0 to 7, but when you're thinking about it on the fly, you're thinking 7 because it's the last number that you spoke, not thinking that
Yeah.
Now another planner that you can get is the Crochet planners. Veronica showed her YouTube planner. This is her Crochet Companion planner that has yearly goal, monthly goals, weekly goals, projects, pattern ideas, project ideas, yarn inventory, yarn and supplies needed. Like if you're working on a project and you need to know what supplies or something you need, you can write it down. What I really like about it is the projects in progress. You can write it down. And for every skein of yarn that you use, because how many of us really keep up with how much yarn we use?
That is so true.
Right.
Write down your project name, and as you use a skein, you color a skein in. Then at the end of it, you will know how many skeins of yarn you use. Now, if you utilize the book the way it's supposed to, you're going to know what yarn you used because you'll refer back to it in here.
Yeah.
Now I'm not knocking her planners. I love her planners, don't get me wrong. The only downfall to it is you can't keep everything in one section.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have part of your project that you're doing in the front, then you'll have part of it in the middle, then you'll have part of it in the back. You don't have the consecutive pages that go along with that one project back to back with each other. And the pages aren't color coded, so you would have to try to find it. So like here's where you would put your project idea. Here. So you start your project idea here. Then you flip through the pages, and now you do your pattern idea. Then you come on over and you do the project in progress. So I put my project idea down. Now I created the design, the pattern, have it all drawn out. Now I come over here and I'm working on it. So now I have to keep up with it in another section of the book. That's the only thing, about them. Also, she has a...
Or if there was like the spiral, then you could, yeah.
Now she also has it where you can print it off on PDF. And
she did. The last I knew, she stopped doing that after they went online.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, not long after you could no longer download the PDF. Yeah, unless that's changed, but yeah.
She also has one called the Pattern Keeper. Now I do like this one, and I will show y'all why. Basically, you got your project, your pattern idea, your pattern. You got 2 ideas for pattern. Then you flip. You have a section for notes. Then you have 2 pages of graph. And yes, this is a pattern that I've designed, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So see, I have used it. This is going to be a granny square monogrammed blanket.
Ooh, that's nice.
So now you can keep all that in there together. And that's all this is pattern ideas and notes and where you can do your pattern keeper. So that is a couple. And then I also have the ones that V showed from Hobby Lobby as well. Oh, also, I have multiple rulers that I use. I will use this. This is a tulip that came with my tulip crochet hooks. It's also good to use as a gauge when you're measuring your swatch for your gauge. And I like using this one. Just a regular school ruler. And I do have a light.
And pink.
And it's pink. Yes.
And pink.
Yeah, just say that one.
Every crafter needs some E6000. And also, if you do tutorials, I highly recommend that you get a hook block from Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. It is perfect for you to put your tools in when you're doing a tutorial. You can put your scissors in there. You can put your hook in there. Now, mind you, if you put your needles in there and it's not sitting on a flat surface, they're going to fall straight through the hole. So make sure it's sitting before you put your darning needles in there. Now, for those that do amigurumi, I highly recommend this one. Or
Where
if you make
I cannot
pumpkins,
find these long needles
It's Susan Bates and Michaels.
at Michael's. Okay.
Um, if you do amigurumi, this works out really, really good. And it does have a big eye on it. And it's long. Or if you make pumpkins and you use the yarn to make the ridges in your pumpkin, this works really, really good. Yes, thank you, Isla Joe. I do too. I love it. I love it. And I use these for my tutorials because it helps keep everything organized and in one place. And you don't have to worry about stuff rolling off the table or getting hung up or anything like that. And I think that is all that I have at the moment. Something that you can get from Dollar Tree for $1. I know a lot of people use regular sewing thread to sew on buttons and stuff. I believe this came from Dollar Tree. If it didn't come from Walmart, but I didn't pay but $1 for it.
Yeah.
I think it's Dollar Tree.
You get 12 bobbins of thread. You get 3 needles and a needle threader.
Yeah.
Now those needle threaders in here will break real easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we will be doing another Saturday where we show you what we use to do our tutorials with, how we record and different stuff like that too. So we'll have all that in another video.
Yep.
Also, you can get from Dollar Tree Tacky Glue. And this is Aileen's Tacky Glue. So you can get this at Dollar Tree.
Yep.
I recommend every crocheter have some fabric fusion. And if you make socks, crochet socks, knitted socks, or if you make little booties or anything like that and you want to use them and walk around your house in, but you got wood floors and you like me, you've been fell and busted your rump, get you some puff paint, put you some little wiggle lines on the bottom of them, let them dry, and you got your grip.
I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Or you can also use silicone. It's all completely washable, dryable, and it will not come off. And silicone works too. Just get the clear silicone.
Mm-hmm. That's a really nice idea.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff you can buy from Dollar Tree if you have an awesome Dollar Tree like Veronica has.
I know it. So like go Dollar Tree or at Walmart, but Dollar Tree has it too.
Yeah.
The puff paint, Isla Joe, Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
and this is like 4.25 ounces, and I think it was like $2.97.
Colors too.
Yeah, I have it in this black and I think gold.
Jen, no, yes and no. I guess there's some USB ones, neck lights, and then there's some that are battery operated.
Mine charges with a regular.
Mine's like the
Android.
Yeah,
charger.
Mine too. Yeah,
right there.
Mm-hmm. And there's like 4 different. Mine are dead right now, but 4 different colors, like a yellow light, yellow, and
And this one they have only in blue, this color, and silver and black. 3 colors.
This is the name of the one I have.
Yeah.
think I got mine off Amazon for like $12 or $13. But they all, I mean, generally, Jen, yes, they're
Block you sent.
all the
I'll
same.
type it in the chat.
Let me show you. Let me show the Jane hook that she created. That's the picture that she's sending to me.
Hold on, I'll make it big.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah. It's looming. That looks beautiful.
Yes.
And it's comfortable. Loom is soft. They're soft, so it's got to be comfortable.
That's really. I mean, I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really nice idea.
She did that with rubber bands.
Yes.
The grip.
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Thank you, Margaret.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot more tools than what we showed. It's just not enough time in one live to show every single thing because you don't want. I also use the things that Veronica showed that you get from Dollar Tree. Some of y'all have been receiving them in your giveaways that we do.
Yeah, for the hooks.
For me, I've been including one in there with y'all. If you don't like it being white, hey, get some spray paint and spray paint it.
Paint it, yeah.
I got one.
Paint it pink.
Not pink.
Send it to
Not pink. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. About the legend, light, feel comfy around the neck. Huh.
LED glue light. I might have checked that out, Maribel, and looking into that one because this one is kind of heavy.
This one is really good. This is not heavy. This is not heavy. This is really good. I mean,
mine's kind of light too. I don't feel like it's heavy enough.
Yeah, this one is kind of heavy.
Yeah. But I really like use this one. This is always right here in my table because that's the I use when I'm here and I don't have. I mean, I have just only one light. These are right here, and you know you need to have a good light when you crochet. You don't have to crochet in the dark. You know. Hey, look at Liz. Pink. No pink.
Hi, Liz. Welcome in. Because mine does not have a lot of, because this is so thick here.
Okay.
This part is thick. What does that do? Oh, changes the color of them.
I like because the inside of mine has like that soft piece that you put
put in your neck. Yeah.
Okay, y'all just learned something new about my own light.
Oh my gosh.
It cuts on down here, right here.
Oh my goodness.
But this up here changes the colors of the light.
Yeah, mine can change too, but I think mine are all the same button. Yep.
So yes.
That is good. Yeah. So what everybody's think? I mean, everyone's had an idea that we had to work in something, show you guys something. We want to know what everybody think. Yes.
Thank you, Sissy.
Yes, Sissy.
Yeah. Oh, Liz.
Miss you,
yeah.
Like I said, Brian, I want to see you do a tutorial, or Alex do a tutorial on
I had to tell him, because he's the one. I use it sometimes, but he had him pink. You believe it that he had him pink? I know.
You know his mom don't like no pink.
But he's the one was making pom-poms, and so but I let him do it because he know how to do it, and I know how to do it, but I'm gonna let him do it at just short tutorial to doing this using these things. Yeah, there's two pieces. It's like how they're gonna be put together. Let me tell you something. When I was trying making one, I had to go ask him. I said, put those things together so I can make it a pom-pom. And he said, do it this way, Mama, do it this way. And I just like, right here. I said, show me.
Slow motion. Slow motion.
But so yeah. Oh,
I enjoyed all of you guys, different tools to use. I need to get some of those that y'all have. I'm behind. Oh, thank you, Margaret.
thank you, Margaret. They say streamline hooks, but it's difficult to make my hands. Oh,
Testing because of long.
oh, okay,
Hey,
Ashley.
Lori, welcome in.
And
Hey, Laurie. Yeah, I mean, also yarn is stuck in the hooks. Oh my goodness. Oh no, when the hook is stuck in a yarn, oh my goodness. I want to throw away that thing,
I know.
Now,
Yeah.
one thing I discovered making these little baskets right here. This is done with y'all.
I see you, Spicy.
Yep.
Welcome in.
My brain's gone tonight, y'all.
Bye, Davy.
Good night, Debbie. Thank you for spending time with
Bye,
us.
Miss Debbie. Hey, CJ, welcome in. This is done with peaches and cream and lily sugar and cream. These little baskets. I love using the prim hook with them.
So
What
you
size are you
recommended?
using?
Do you recommended that yarn for that? I mean that hook for that yarn.
I highly recommend it.
Okay. Okay.
What
I'll
size
try
do you
working with that. What size is that one? The hook.
4.25.
Okay. I had
Is
to.
it pink? Is it light pink?
I like an orangey.
I don't like how they don't have the size on them because I got one.
What color?
Or actually, it's Yarnology.
It's great. It's great, right?
It's a Yarnology one actually, but there's no size on it. It's the light pink and gray.
Should be on the side of it at the bottom.
It's been there the whole time, and I really didn't see it. 4.0. Whoa! I never could see it before. Thank you.
It's the pattern for these little baskets was in
that book.
Was from this book. Even though I could make it myself because I did alter the pattern and make a bigger one. I still follow this, and they recommend a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook.
Yeah.
Jen, she asked again, what is the yarn did you say? This is sugars and cream?
Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
Ecru. And this is, let me just get it right quick.
Hey, Nancy.
That way I don't tell y'all anything wrong. Hey, Nancy.
What she's going to show us. That book the Jeannie she have is a really nice book. I really recommended that book.
Yeah, Lily Sugar and Cream.
Yeah, this is another one.
And that's Lily. So the peaches and cream is in the Ecru. Everything else is the Lily Sugar and Cream. Did y'all know that Michael sells yarn? Cotton yarn?
Oh no.
That is Bennett?
Oh my goodness. I can't find the yarn in my Michael's.
They don't have it, V?
No.
What, please?
Wow,
the yarn.
Your area has something. Geez, somebody else's area has something that yours doesn't have for it.
Exactly. Well, actually the Michael's that I like to shop is 35 minutes away from me. So the one that I got to go today, it was like a 20 minutes. It's just like really close to me. It's not
one
really
thing
far.
I forgot to show that I wanted to show. These little things.
Oh yeah, I love
this.
Those.
Is like your grip pad that you use to put in your sink, or not your sink, but your cabinets, your shelf lining stuff. But Dollar Tree, my Dollar Tree sells them like this.
Coasters, yeah.
Like coasters.
Yeah.
Or circles.
Yep.
So I made a jar opener. They're also good for opening up jars and cans, not cans, because obviously you have to have a can opener for that. But but like if you have a jar of pickles, just put that on the top and turn it, and it'll open easy. So, and the only thing I did was did a slip stitch around and did a shell stitch.
I love
So
that.
that's something else that you can get from Dollar Tree.
Something else so nice.
And I made
I
several of
see those.
those.
I
But
have
yes,
black ones, just the coaster part, like the round part. But I guess I just use them for coasters upstairs, and hubby uses them. But I never realized that when I purchased them, they probably were like the actual grip thing, and not a coaster.
mhm.
Yeah.
That's what's on the label. They're grippers.
See, and I just assumed. I'm just thinking now. I'm like, was I just assuming they were coasters when I gave them to them?
So I really working with this yarn, and y'all know this is kind of rough.
Yeah.
I really prefer using this prim because I was using my 4.25 that I had made with a polymer clay handle, and my hand was killing me. I mean, it was hurting. And I said, I'm gonna get this one and try it. But I didn't. I finished the basket. I didn't switch needles in the middle of the project.
You better not switch.
Not.
Because your basket, they're gonna be like this.
Yep.
You know?
So I finished the basket with the hook that I started with, and then when I went to the next one, I said, let me try this one. And I ended up crocheting that one, these two purples, in a matter of no time. Now, this is the one that smells, this yarn here smells like lavender.
That's awesome.
It is lavender scented, and I bought it from Michael's. And it is the peaches and cream, I want to say.
No, sugars. It's a sugars and cream. You said
Sugar
or
and
whatever.
cream. Lily
Yeah,
sugar and cream.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I made it a little bit bigger.
Oh, that's cute.
So, and I kept sitting there when I started crocheting with the lavender color. I'm like, I smell lavender. Why am I smelling lavender?
And that lavender put you to sleep, your hubby told you.
Yeah, because he threw a pair of his socks over. I said, I keep smelling lavender, and I didn't realize the yarn was scented.
Yeah.
But it is. It's scented. So I'm going to have to look to see if they have any other scented. Oh, Leah says she wants to make a small Halloween basket for baby Emily. Any ideas? I'll look and see what I can find.
I mean, there's too many tutorials, you know?
Yeah.
Too, I mean, I have the colors of those little baskets. Oh yeah, yeah. That basket, the colors they choose like that way is in that book.
What book is that? What book is that?
There's Crochet to Calm, Not to Stress.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can show that.
Not to stress. They have really nice different designs you can crochet. Very pretty. Yeah.
I said I got the book. I might as well use it to make something out of it.
Hey, yeah.
I'm trying to find. Oh, here they go.
Yeah, that's the basket. Not the basket.
Not the basket. What's in the basket? Well, that one's the basket.
Yes, that one is the basket. Yeah.
Not the pink basket.
Not the pink. Take it. Don't look at the pink one.
I can tell y'all the colors. This is tangerine. This is tea rose, and then this. Every one of them, the top is ecru.
That would be cute to put like potpourri in them and put them on like the Becker's toilet. Like, you know what I mean? You can use those for so many different things.
Too many things, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Chastity told me she wants me to make her some for her to put in her bathroom to put like cotton balls and
Yeah.
different other little stuff in that sits
Mm-hmm.
on their bathroom counter.
Yeah.
This one is actual lavender. And see, I told you, I tell you what color it was. And I want to say this is purple, just purple. It's in the other room.
I'm telling you, she got like a Hobby Lobby, Michaels, and everything in her house. You can find this. Yeah.
You wanna go shop? You go shop with Jeannie now. You
And
don't got
don't
it.
be fooled. Don't be
Right.
fooled by what you see behind them. They want to tell on me.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Miss Jen says she wants to try the Odyssey hook someday. The heavy Odyssey hook.
Yes, I need for toilet paper and I wash clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the basket, yeah.
The basket, yeah.
Mhm.
For anything, you
Miss
know, you
Jen,
can
are
use
you a pencil holder or a knife holder?
who? HD?
No, Jen.
Jen.
Oh, Jane. She's a pencil, if I'm not wrong.
She's a knife holder, she says.
If I'm not
Oh,
wrong.
you're a knife holder. So yeah, you
Okay.
probably would like the Odyssey hook. Yeah, you probably would like the Odyssey hook because they're designed and made for a pencil a knife holder.
Yeah.
HD, she's
Liz says
knife.
she needs for toilet paper and washcloth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Liz, you could put a roll of toilet tissue in there too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got the Scott's 1,100 or 1,000 sheets, about one would fit. Yep, and you can
It's
roll up
really nice.
washcloth and sit in there. I think I'm gonna dip them in some liquid fabrics, not fabric softener, some liquid starch, um, and then shape them where they will sit up all the time, and you ain't gotta worry about them,
Like
collapsing.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so I've read many different like when I'm reading patterns online, like some of the free ones I've seen. They say you can use same parts water and glue.
I've heard that. I've never tried it.
Have you tried
I can get a big jug of the Stay Flow starch for $2 and some at Walmart,
it?
and
Yeah.
it goes a long way. You put it in a bowl. You just ball these up and dip them in there
Mm-hmm.
until they get soaking wet, and you wring them
Yeah.
out real good. When you're done with that, you just put it back in the bottle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the way you can do with it. Yeah.
And it makes it more harder, more stir,
The
make it more.
only thing about dipping it, and it's a bowl or something, you need something deep, this same size, that once you starch it, you can flip this over
To keep it straight.
and get the bottom flat like you need it to and everything else, and then the sides and stuff like that, and let it stay on there to dry.
Yeah,
That
that's true.
way, that way when you take it off,
It keeps the form of
it
the.
keeps its
Mm-hmm.
form.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to find something that size and at least that deep, or a little bit, deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, what do you guys think about today? About everybody's thing. What do you like it? What do you don't like it?
What do you like it? What do you don't like
Yeah,
it?
what? Yeah, yeah. I know today was a little long, but
Yeah, we started.
yeah,
We're here on time. You just didn't see us. We were flying every state.
See,
StreamYard wasn't
that would
working.
work for this one
Hi, Angie.
yeah.
if it was a little bit longer or taller
Mhm,
basket.
mhm.
That's that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Hey, Angie.
Sandrine, I need to crochet a rectangle basket for mail. Good idea.
Jen, I have actually done that with a doily. I've made a real lacy doily and made it bigger than the size that it needed to be, and then I took one of my glass bowls, dipped it in there, and then draped it over the glass bowl and let it dry. And when I took it off, I had a bowl. And that's something that's good that you can put like potpourri, like the big color balls, and sit it on your table, and you can put the colorful decorative balls inside of it, or potpourri or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So look for that good information and good stuff as always, Dark Sky.
Thank you, Dark Sky.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
This one.
Yeah. Well, so what are we gonna tackle next week, Jeannie?
Next
week. Let me get my notes, y'all.
Did you like my lipstick? Did you like my lipstick? This is not lipstick.
Oh gosh.
What is that? Next week, we're going to take about 15 or 20 minutes of the first start of the live, and I'm putting together a slideshow of these shopping trips.
My.
Dark Sky, absolutely. What was the request to you?
Uh-huh.
You put a request in for the future. Like a request to learn something?
What?
Or Dark Sky, can I make a request for next week or for some other time?
Oh no,
Dark Sky.
Yeah, go ahead, it's Dark Sky. Yeah,
but
that's what we're here for.
I'm going to be. We will present a slideshow of stuff that Veronica has in her Dollar Tree, her Michaels, and Hobby Lobby, and different stuff like that. Melissa's sent in some pictures. I have some pictures. Mine is so shameful. It'll be the last ones y'all see.
Mine are too. So don't. I think ours are a lot alike, Christine.
You're right, Jen. There's not enough time in the world to show all of these stuff. You're absolutely correct.
And today I record a video that I can show you everything, all the yarn, all the tools that I find today in Michael. So there's gonna be a video. So yes.
And the win, Miss Jen, you will be receiving a prize from me. I'm going to send you one of these, and his little what you call it? His trunk.
His trunk
it has a blade in it for you to cut your yarn and stuff with. And I will also be including some other little things in there as well. I do have another question that I want to ask if Veronica or Melissa would like to give something for it.
So I'm going to give the stitch markers that I make. And really fast, Dark Sky is asking if we can talk about cotton in the future because she knows that some of it shrinks when you wash it.
Yes, we're definitely going to be covering different types of yarns and stuff. So we'll cover the cotton yarn. We'll cover acrylic. We will be covering all that, Dark Sky. We won't be doing that next week.
No.
But the one where it'll be in the next couple of weeks that we talk about it, though. Oh, I done forgot my question now, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
And it was something about these shopping trips. No, not these shopping trips. Oh,
I love that. You stick your needles in there.
A hot mess.
There you go.
Oh, that'd be good when you're traveling, especially on airports.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Where'd you get that from?
Let
me guess. Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. Yes, so you, Jeannie, can do a question, and this is gonna be for I can send it to the winner. And size, the winner going to receive. There's a little scissor right
Oh,
here,
I know what it is now. I know what it is now.
and you're
Hold
going to
on.
have
I'm going to forget that question.
three different sizes hook, and you knitting. You have for knittings too.
Some are awesome.
Oh, well, I think that's for that. And they come in with one of this and a needle,
Nice little green. Feel better.
and you can have some stitch markers. Everything coming in this little box you are going to receive right here. And this is good for you can put it in your to go bag for crochet. You're going to receive one of these. Well, in the package. This is mine.
And this one, the stitch markers. So.
Good night, Sandrine.
Good night, Sandrine.
Hope you feel better. Oh, Olive Joe, what rabbit hole did you fall down? Was it Amazon?
I fell on a rabbit hole. I'm back.
Maribel. Yeah, Maribel, you can do that. I just got today and I just look at, you know what, this is cute. I mean, you know, just my lipstick.
The question is,
you're gonna put a mark? You're gonna put mark?
Yes. I'm gonna put my name.
Mark, raise that girl.
Okay. What does the abbreviation, I'm gonna put it in the chat. What does the abbreviation WPI mean in crochet?
I know. V, you know too. You're just thinking you
and
don't
I
know.
did misspell it, y'all. Oh, I understand that, also. That does put you in a does put you in a rabbit hole. We have a winner already, but I would like to see what everybody has to say.
Yes, come on. Everyone's comment, please.
Comments on one of my videos. Oh, good. There's some good answers there, though. That I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
A lot of people know.
Okay.
We do have a winner, and that would be Kaylin from Kay's Crochet Haven.
Woohoo! Yay!
It does WPI in crochet. I guess our knitting too would be wraps per inch. And we will be covering wraps per inch next week. We will also be discussing gauge, swatching, yarn substitution, and yarn weights.
So, guys, prepare your tools. We're going to show you what you can do, and you can do by your own when you guys watching us. Because Jeannie, this way, she's going to show us to everyone. So you can follow her the way she's been doing, and you learn it and you do it. You know, you can get it. You know, so.
I really recommend if you want to go along with us during the live next week, get a ruler.
Regular ruler.
Ruler. I recommend a wood, or this is a metal ruler with a cork behind it. To do the wraps per inch with. And we're going to talk about why is it important and why you need to do it when it's dealing with yarn substitutions. Also, you will learn how many weights of yarn, how many strands of specific weights of yarn does it take to equal another weight of yarn as well. So,
lots to learn next week.
Yes.
Good night, Donna. Thank you for being here.
Good night. Good night, Donna.
Yes.
And you will also understand why you see patterns written with yarn substitutions that they recommend that they recommend you make it with this yarn. But if you don't have that yarn, then they give you alternative yarn that you can use Um, and you'll learn why patterns are written like that as well.
Okay, sending the information to Jeannie, and Jeannie, she's going to send me your information so I can send to you the package. I mean your gift. So yeah, but send it to Jeannie that way. Jeannie,
Jen,
that way.
yeah. Honestly, until I started testing patterns for people, I never did a gauge. I never did a swatch. But I knew how to do it. I knew the importance of it, but I never did a gauge or swatch on anything that I made. I just went with the flow.
Yeah.
But it is important that you do a swatch and you do your gauge.
Yeah.
It is. It is really important.
And I am bad about not doing a pattern that I really want to do because I don't have that particular yarn that they're making it with, and not all patterns do yarn substitution. So if you have a pattern that you really want to do, but you don't have that yarn that they recommend you use, the only way to determine if the yarn you have will work is you got to do a swatch and a gauge.
Yeah. So everybody get prepared for next
And
Saturday.
we will learn about all of that next Saturday. So
And it's
Jen's
gonna be
if you need her to email you her address. Jen,
I have Jen Reeves' information.
and Liz, you
Case, I've sent Kay some. Caitlin, hadn't I sent you something before? If not, just send it to me.
yeah.
Because I have an address book that I keep up with everybody that I send stuff to. It's
Good night, Angie. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
You said, okay, we'll be good. We'll get the chocolate.
Yeah, I'm excited about next week as well. Oh, I got your address then, Kaylin.
Good night, Margaret.
Margaret, thank you. You're so sweet. Good night, sweet dreams.
Yes. Yeah. So we done? I mean, we want to say something else or CJ, we're gonna do the same. Well, today we're a little bit late because we had,
technical issues.
7:30
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time.
In New York.
6:30 Central Standard Time. And if you on the West Coast from California to Washington, it's 4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Guys, gonna be
Well,
at
be
my
careful, Grandma J Bug. Just call me J Bug. Oh, you didn't finish your name, J Bug.
You'll be at my house.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Melissa,
in New York next week. We're supposed to be there tonight, but our plane.
Hopefully, there's not storm, and the plane says, "No, go back, lady."
Go back. I'm never coming to New York.
Our plane had some mechanical issues, so we had to do an emergency landing in Alabama.
Whoop, fly so fast, go back.
But hey, it all worked out, right? Hey,
right? Yes. But thank you, everyone, for being here, for support, and please take a note. There's some ideas that y'all have, that you want to share with us, and what you will be talking about,
and pay attention to the information that is provided, because if we do a giveaway next week, it will be questions based off the information that we're giving during the live.
Yes.
So pay attention, take notes.
Yes, please.
So, because I've already got the questions written down.
Oh gosh, she better share with me so I can enter. Oh gosh.
Yes. And I have closed out I closed out the Share the Yarny Love video, and I will be picking the winner tomorrow. I did let it run an extra day only because I forgot to turn the comments off that Thursday at 7. So I turned them off yesterday. And I will pick the winner tomorrow and I'll post that video. I also have some new yarn to show y'all that I was excited to get. And I'm almost done with the tutorial for the Premier bag, the Sunny Day Market bag, where you use the hipster cotton and the chameleon yarn. I'm almost done with it. I'll have all that done tomorrow. Then I'll edit it and release it. So it'll be probably
have a few tutorials.
Probably Tuesday or Wednesday that it gets released.
I'll be not really, but doing a few stitch tutorials too this next week or two, and also my earring tutorials will be
great. Excellent. But thank you everyone for being here. Support us.
Sissy Liz, you bring whatever you want to bring next week.
Bring yourself.
Yep.
You can just bring your little sweet self. That's all.
Thank you everyone. Have a good night, wonderful night, and just take care.
And make a swatch, Jen. If we can do swatches and test gauge and see why it's important and stuff like that.
So yeah,
what I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give y'all some homework.
Ooh.
I want you to take, if you have any size yarn that you have, whether it be a 3-weight, a 4-weight, a 5-weight, 6-weight, 7, super bulky, super bulky. It could be crochet thread. It could be a 1, a 2. It doesn't matter. Pick out a weight of yarn and choose at least 3 different brands of the same weight yarn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it could be scrap yarn as long as you know that it's the same weight yarn.
So
and make a 6-inch by 6-inch swatch using any stitch that you would like. And we will use them as the teaching tools for next week because I will be doing the same thing. I will be making 3 swatches with the same weight yarn, but 3 different brands. So, y'all got a whole week.
Good
night,
bye, everyone. Bye, Brenda.
Jen says no homework.
Yeah, Jen, you better do it, Jen.
Good night, Kaylin.
Good night, everybody.
Leah says, "See, Jen, your fault." Yes, no, it's don't consider it homework. When Veronica said something about doing this, I told her, look, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right.
Yeah.
And we're going to teach and we're going to educate.
Yes.
That means we have to stay up late and do research and find the correct information, then that's what we do.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to tell you anything wrong.
Right.
Not intentionally anyway. So, yeah. 6-inch by 6-inch. You'll learn why 6-inch by 6-inch. But do a 6-inch by 6-inch swatch with 3 different brands of yarn in the same weight.
With the same hook.
And the same stitch.
The same stitch.
Same hook, same stitch.
The only thing you're changing is the brand of the yarn.
Yes.
Just the brand of the yarn difference. That's it.
She said I'm going back to lurking.
Leah said, Jen, I thought we liked 6-inch.
Oh, God.
Sissy.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, no, Jen, please don't. Well, you really and truthfully, if you don't want to do 3, just do 2.
Yeah.
Just do 2. But you do need more than 1 to do a comparison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dark Sky said, I injured my wrist. Can I bring a doc's note?
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, see you next Saturday, 7:30 at Melissa house. Yes. Yes. So
thank you everybody for your love, your support, for being here. Can't wait till next Saturday, 7:30.
Yes. Thank you everyone for being here. Have a wonderful night. and see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.